So it would seem that Jared Anderson has withdrawn from the proposed Big Baby Miller fight that was supposed to be going down on the undercard of Canelo versus Crawford. I'm not surprised. I actually had Jarrell Miller winning that fight because Jarrell Miller, what's he, about 6'3", close to 6'4" guy, 300 and change, give or take, little over, a little under. Very persistent. He's not the fastest. He doesn't hit the hardest. But you talking about a 300-pound guy that is going to try to be on you, pause, but he's going to, that's how he fight. Jarrell Miller is a pressure guy. He's a pressure fighter. He's going to be bearing down on you. He's going to be leaning on you. He's going to be hitting you. And I didn't think Jared Anderson had the heart for that fight. Like, nah, I got Jarrell Miller. I got Jarrell Miller. Michael, what it do? Real talk, what it do? Common. Don Juan. Ya tu sabes. La Olese. Team Batman in the building. Country. Yeah, man. He pulled out of that fight. Now Jarrell Miller needs a dance partner. And yo, we was just talking about this yesterday, man. About what's going on with the American big man. And why do we not produce world-class heavyweights the same way that we used to? One part of that conversation, one part of it, is that the American big man is playing other sports, which is true. If you're talking about an American athlete anywhere in between 6'2" and 6'4", odds are he's in the NFL or the NBA. Could be in the NBA if he's, a little bigger than that. If you're talking about the American big man. But it's not just that they're in other sports. It's also a morale thing. It is a morale thing that motherfuckers just don't got the heart and the drive that they used to. Let me grab my coffee. Shit, I should have started the live after I put my coffee on. Let me grab my coffee. I'll be right back. But yeah, it's a morale thing, guys. It's not. It's like on one end you say that if you're talking about an American athlete, a person with a generous build of, let's call it 6'4", 2 and change, 3 and change, you would sooner find that athlete in the NFL. Just playing other sports that don't require them to get punched in the head, right? So that's a factor. That's definitely a factor. But another factor is that there's very low morale for things now. The younger generation don't really want to work hard at nothing. Like, you're going to hear a lot of old people say that, but it's the truth though. Like, yeah, like they don't want to work hard at nothing. Look at the young up and comers. I just seen a thing with Keyshawn Davis where he said he hasn't trained in 2 months. He ain't trained. So let's say he get a phone call. Yo, Turkey wants you to fight motherfucking Lucas Bobdi, Floyd Escobar, somebody. Let's say you get a phone call. You're not ready. You're not ready. I know he apologized and all that shit, but what the fuck good is an apology if you don't make good on it? If unprofessionalism is the reason that you missed the weight, why have you not trained in 2 months? So you're not getting ready to do nothing, I guess. Well, okay then. Like I said, I'm not his advisor. I don't make no money off of him per se. So it's his life. He can live it how he want. But what does it tell you that since that shit happened and that fight fell apart, the dude ain't trained? That mean you ain't been to the gym. You ain't hit a bag, a speed bag, a heavy bag, Cobra bag. The bag with the water in it. You know what I mean? It's low morale is what I'm getting at. That the younger generation, boxing is not like other professions. You can't do it if you don't really want to do it. You can't do it properly. So when I see that a Jared Anderson is given another opportunity to fight on a big stage, to maybe get a decent win, the most significant of his career, I would say that Jarrell Miller, if he fought him and he beat him, that would be the most significant win of his career. Saying a lot. But the fact that he withdrew from that tells a story, dog. That dude don't want to fight.
Your ring IQ.
Hey, who this? Who are you?
Hit Kid, mainly on IBFB streams. I've been on here before.
I never seen you before. Who are you? Who sent you?
I've been here before. I've been on IBFB. Clavo knows me and everyone.
Who you been talking to? You know Clavo?
Yeah, I know Clavo.
Clavo's my cousin.
Clavo back for me. Brim knows me.
Somebody go get Clavo.
That's a motherfucker.
Hey, real talk.
Clavo. But yeah, like I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Hey! I'm not surprised that he pulled out of that fight. I didn't think he was going to win that fight anyway. When it came to that fight, I already made my pick. Like, yeah, Jarrell Miller's going to wear him out. Jared Anderson.
Bro, did you see Country's tits?
He got tits?
Yeah, Country just flashed all of us.
Country. Nice
shit, I'm gonna have to rewind that. Get the baby oil.
Right, hey man, I can vouch for Hit Kid, man. He's good people.
But like, is anybody surprised that Jared Anderson, in what was supposed to be the battle of the big babies, he decided he don't want to fight?
Nope.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, no, you gotta change his name.
Because he was getting knocked the fuck out.
I mean, who's surprised though? Who's surprised?
Nobody.
Nah, nobody.
He was getting knocked
Somebody
out.
commented they saw Jared Anderson. They saw him last month. He looked like he wasn't training.
I mean, like, the main thing is that I personally believe that Jared Anderson needs to stop wasting his time in the world of boxing and go full time into selling cocaine. You'd probably be better at that.
I agree.
Joe,
You gotta
did
get him.
No, I concur.
Wow.
Did he pull out of the fight? Did he say he's injured or just pulled out?
Well,
He can still wear the same costumes he's been wearing.
Jarrell Miller, the way that he framed it, he pulled out of the fight. It ain't an injury. He pulled out of the fight. The shit is that if you're in Jared Anderson's position, you need a big fight. You've actually been invited back to box on one of the biggest shows of the year. Remember, Canelo versus Crawford is on Netflix, y'all. Everybody's gonna watch that shit.
Wait, that was supposed to be on the Crawford and Canelo fight?
On the undercard.
Oh, what a fucking dumbass, bro. That's like a once in a generation kind of fight, bro. And you had that opportunity.
Yeah, weren't it the first official undercard bout announced for
bro? But he's only 23, bro.
Yep.
Yikes.
Yo, then he called out Deontay Wilder.
He don't want it.
Yeah, but
he's only 23, bro.
Wait. He is. He's been 23 for like 3 years.
You gotta give him a break. He's been 23, man. He's been 23.
23. Like,
yo,
and this is the thing. There's another conversation there that I see a lot of people having a go at Top Rank, right? And it's like they'll say things like, "Oh, Top Rank didn't promote the fighter right. They didn't love them. They didn't give them hand jobs in the dining room. All this crazy shit." And it's like,
what the fuck?
You got dumbass Teofimo, who's always got shit in his diaper. Always has a fucking problem, right? There's him. Shakur Stevenson. Oh, y'all racist because people think I'm boring. Because people think I'm boring. Because people think I'm boring. Yo, Bob is in the Klan.
Fucks.
Bob is in the Klan because people think I'm boring.
Oh my god.
Jared Anderson he's only 23. He's only 23.
He'll always be 23.
Jared Anderson will never recover from the
23. This is the new generation of American boxing.
And Keyshawn, who was my hope, and I still think, man, he could really be something, you know. Maybe it's because I'm from Norfolk. I still think he could be something.
Okay,
but he's a fucking moron. All right, fam.
Thank God.
You fucked up on the Dominican. Fuck it, whatever, right? But if you haven't trained in 2 months, that means if you get a call tomorrow, you're not ready to do nothing. You're not, because you ain't hit a bag, you ain't fucking shadow a box, you ain't do nothing.
Shadow a box,
right? And this is America. This is America, right? This is America. Don't catch you slipping up, right?
Don't catch you slipping.
This is America. Like, I'm British, bro. Fuck this shit. I'm moving to Ipswich.
You're an alien, man.
I'm the Brit who's up in the chat.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna go to London. I'm gonna let them steal my phone. Fuck
nah,
that
go
shit.
to the
Super chat.
Come to the north of England. London's a shithole.
Shout out to the Gooch. Brim job. Please present the documented facts you claim to have.
No, not this bullshit.
No, we're done with that, bro. We're super done with that. No, you ain't gotta end the show. We're done with that, bro. We're done with
Shout out
that.
to Peter. I had floor seats to the Chicago card. Best 200 I ever spent. Such a fun 2 fights. Duarte looks like he's been implanted with horse muscles. I also saw Jared Anderson ringside, and he looked chunky. I believe it. Jared don't want to box. The shit is look. The shit is boxing really is for savages. Honest to God, like if you really get into it. Think about it. You want to make a living fighting motherfuckers and beating motherfuckers, and you're gonna get hit. You know you're gonna get hit. You want to make a living doing that, and that's gonna sound like that's really gonna sound like some alien shit to people. Like you really want to make a living doing that? But there was a time like motherfucker, I want to kill these motherfuckers. I get to beat his ass, and y'all gonna pay me? Yes.
Yeah.
Or get my ass beat and get paid?
Right?
I mean,
Yo, Brim, I'm sorry, bro. I don't mean to have them calling you Brim Job, dog. I'm sorry for that.
Come on.
You'd have those sorts of fights where both fighters fucking hate each other. You know, like think back to 2002, De La Hoya, Fernando Vargas. Those two fuckers hated each other.
But
they
that's
wanted
the shit.
to go in there and fuck each other up.
Let me tell you one motherfucking thing. It's still angry Spanish motherfuckers all up and down this shit, especially with this ice shit. I know it's some Spanish motherfuckers. Yeah, they mad because boxing really is for savages. It is though. You can't tell a motherfucker that make coffee at Starbucks, yo, you want to fight motherfuckers? Get hit in your fucking face? You want to get a concussion? He gonna look at you like you crazy. Like, no, of course not. You gotta be out of your fucking mind to want to do this.
That's like on Fight Club when he told him to go out and start a fight with a random stranger. Like that, not everybody wants to fucking get in a fight. It's actually much harder than it sounds.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That class,
pissed off people, man.
That class of American is
dying off.
It's dying off. Like it's kind of a thing of the past. Yeah. But you know, there was a time. There's some hard motherfuckers in the street. You better not look at them. Get out of here.
Don't let talk to you like that.
Was that Batman?
That's my son. But he was bothering me for the last slice of pizza. It was a time when Americans was on it. Yeah. That's lemon juice, man. It's not lemonade.
He's getting distracted.
Huh?
But if you throw it in some
get out of here.
Get out of here. With some sugar.
Didn't you see I'm doing a podcast?
Young Jules is gonna invade the stream.
That class of American is gone. Like these little motherfuckers don't really want to. Like I'm gonna be real that these little motherfuckers today is cowards. Cause little motherfuckers from my era and the era before it, they want to shoot them shits. More so if you gonna pay them to shoot them shits, of course. Yo, if you don't get out of here, I'm gonna get the belt.
No,
not the belt.
Oh, dear God.
Not el cinto.
Marvin Hagler.
Shout out to Santiago. Combat sports are about giving CTE. Yeah, like in other words, it speaks to something that Chris Eubank Sr. said. That you gotta be crazy to do this shit. You do though, like you gotta be crazy to do that shit, dog. Like that's not normal shit. And the morale and the spirit that it takes to be a boxer, and not just be a boxer, because there are a lot of boxers, but to make it takes certain crazy ass motherfuckers. Like, you do gotta be a bit delusional. You do have to be a bit crazy, and that class of American is dying out. Because if you Jared Anderson. Understand that, you know that if you win this Jarrell Miller fight, I know he paying you a lot. I know he would have paid you a lot to do that fight. But you understand if you win that fight, how many people will have seen that and the type of shit that lines you up for? That in about 3 fights, you can make the kind of money that most Americans never see. In 3 fights. 3. Just beat this fat fuck. And you you don't want it though. That's the crazy shit that I'm telling you. The dude got wild money for you. You understand? If you beat this fat fuck, they got wild money for you, bro. You don't want it.
What's crazy is why does he not want it? Because it's on fucking Netflix. Everyone in the world's gonna watch this guy.
He don't want it because he's not dedicated to the craft of the sport.
I know why he don't want it. He thinks he's gonna get knocked out.
That's why he don't want it. That's why he don't.
Because he's gonna get beat. He's
a fighter. He's a fighter that he's not a fighter. I'm gonna say he's a boxer. I'm not gonna say he's a fighter. He's a boxer, but he's a boxer that don't want to box.
Yep.
I like to think I keep that fighting spirit in me by driving around with no AC in the middle of Texas.
That's how you get the fighting spirit. Do that shit to your kids, bro. Drive around, no AC, bro. They gonna
like we riding around the middle of June with no AC in this bitch.
You know what I'm saying?
Jules, did you hear what might be happening next with Boots?
Fucking,
go on, Bren.
Fucking, let me just say this.
All right.
The shit is, I seen the guy. And Boots' problem is not the guy. It's not who you picking. It's the rep that you never deserved. That is the problem. If you didn't have that rep and you was moving up, fighting that same guy, it's cool in the game.
Bro, that ain't Boots, that's Crocs.
Who's the guy?
Why he said Crocs?
But because you was supposed to be De La Hoya Robinson, all wrapped in one in a burrito. You everything. You southpaw, you orthodox.
The next Roy Jones.
Right? You doing all the shit.
test champion of the world, bro.
I love Nuke like my brother on IBFP, but fucking the loving he was doing to Boots was fucking embarrassing. Brim will tell you he was there.
Oh, he was
I was going mad at him.
He was glazing
Boots. It was fucking embarrassing. I love Nuke, but it was embarrassing.
IBFP is trolls.
Shut the fuck up. And this is for Chris Van Heerden, Thomas Dulorme, fucking Sergey Lipinets.
Oh,
right?
Oh, wow. Oh, my God. Everyone stop. Everyone stop what you're doing.
Man, that resume that's
Jamal
a
James.
resume.
Jamal James, baby.
No, he didn't beat Jamal James. He didn't.
I thought he did.
No, he did not. I think that was Igis Kavaliauskas. He fucked him up.
No,
that's what I mean.
Who are you talking about?
Boots.
Crocs.
No, who's the guy he's supposed to be fighting?
Boots is about to fight Lima in an eliminator, and Tellis is going to be elevated to WBA champ when Bud lets go of the strap at 154. So that's going to probably be his path to get the WBA belt.
Can I tell you something? I'm going to be real with you. I'm not convinced he'll fight that Cuban if push comes to shove. I'm not convinced.
You don't think he'll fight Tellis?
Tellez.
He's fighting Tejas?
No.
Shut the fuck up!
No!
He's fighting a guy that lines him up for Tellez. And I'm saying I don't think he fights that Cuban. Nothing about Boots tells me he'll fight a guy like that. Nothing.
Too much movement.
Yeah.
You see what he struggles with, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah. With
So
Karen.
that guy has too much movement then.
Let me tell you something. Ray, shut the fuck up, country. Ray,
Fuck you, Jules.
shut the fuck up.
I didn't say nothing.
Shut the fuck up, country.
Oh, you too.
Rashidi Ellis could give him some problems if they do it. Yes. Rashidi Ellis could give him some problems. Yep.
Didn't
Rashidi Ellis still fight?
I can see that.
Yeah.
No, he had a fight.
That's
Rashidi
a big
Ellis
mover, bro. That's a big mover.
He's a mover. He can't hit worth a damn, but Karen couldn't hit worth a damn.
No, because you know what? IBFP gave me a lot of shit in his comment section about that when I was saying, like, no, bro, Karen exposed a lot of the holes in Boots' game, and it's like, I don't know how he does up at 154. I don't think he stays in character.
Which is exactly what we said on the live.
Rashidi Ellis, Israel Madrimov, and Telez. I'm gonna be honest that he could have that fight with that dude, Uzba, Lima, whatever, Adriana Lima, whatever, bro. Whatever you are, bro, wherever you at. And then not fight the Cuban. I don't see him fighting the Cuban. If push comes to shove, I do not see him fighting the Cuban. No.
Xander will probably give him trouble too. Xander probably
Tellez moves, but he's not like a heavy mover. Like he doesn't move as much as Xander, I would say.
I picked Xander to
did.
beat Boots.
I could see.
I
was thinking about that. I was thinking about that. That like, I don't want to just say it, just like saying it, but I'm like, yo, that dude does move a lot. He move a lot. He move a lot.
Because one of the ways I discussed it with Brim on Newt's thing. One of the things we could see with Boots is, and I hate the fight, is the fucking going with the Josh Kelly thing because that's easy work for Boots. Yes. Kelly is not that good. Kelly's food, but he's got a high ranking in the WBO, which then sets up the Sanders Sayers fight. Which I would take.
Kelly's not good. Like, listen, man. Kelly ain't gonna fight. That dude ain't gonna do shit. He gonna look like Tom Cruise. Because he looked like Tom Cruise, bro.
You're right.
In the middle of his
look like Tom Cruise. He looked like Tom Cruise's cousin.
That wouldn't make sense though. Rashidi Ellis lost to Roman Villa. And
my dude, no, tú lo estás diciendo. Boxing math. Because Rashidi Ellis lost to Roman Villa, that doesn't mean that Boots has an easy time with him just because he beat Villa. It's the Pavlik, Taylor, Hopkins triangle all over again, bro. It's that all over again. Look at Savannah Marshall, Jadeja Green, and Franchon Cruz. Savannah beat Franchon. Franchon beat Jadeja beat Savannah. That's the triangle. Now I'm saying, because Boots beat Villa and Villa beat Ellis. That don't mean that Boots beats. I'm telling you that, like, that could be a banana skin.
Like Rashidi beat Boots. Rashidi beats Boots. That means.
I can see Rashidi beating Crocs, bro.
I do see. If nothing else, I do think he'll struggle because that dude is a mover and a jabber, bro. He not going to sit there. All that shit you need the guy to come to you. You need the guy to open up. And the weirdest shit is, even when the guy do that, you still be getting hit. Got hit in the Avenesian fight. Got hit in the Stanione. Like, he still be getting hit.
He still got hit.
So,
but it's like you said, like Boots is suffering right now from a reputation that he didn't deserve, and that's why he's getting so much criticism.
Yes. If it wasn't for none of that, if he was just a dude that was coming through, he didn't have the reputation, he wasn't the anti-Crawford, right? If he was just a guy that was coming through, we could all sit back and say, well, look, he has his flaws, but he's all right. We wouldn't have nothing to be mad at.
If he was Brian Norman, we wouldn't care.
Yeah.
Brimwood.
Okay, maybe that's a bit far. That's a bit far. Okay, wait, my bad. That was a bit far. That was a bit far.
Hey, Brim clenching his fist right now.
Yo, I didn't mean it like that. I didn't mean it like that.
Look, I'm still
Brim's knuckles white as fuck.
I know, but I know what you mean, and I will say this. And I don't know dick sucking shit, but that's one thing you could like about Brian. Brian never said I'm Floyd. Brian never said I'm Sugar. Brian didn't say nothing. Yeah. He sound like T.I. And he just cool in the gang. Like, he not doing nothing. He not bothering nobody. He didn't say I'm this, I'm that. Nobody's saying, oh, he's the anti-Canelo. Oh, my God, he's the anti-Zayas. His name was not really attached to too much bullshit. But Boots, forget it. He's gonna be undisputed. He's gonna kill Crawford. Look out, Canelo. Boots is coming.
He's the new T.I. What you know about that? What you know about?
Like I like Boots, and this is a question, but why does everybody like? He just fought a champion. Whether Stanionis was ass, like okay, but he just became a champion. He unified. Like, bro, why does everybody shit on Boots?
Do you know? No, wait. Let me answer the question. We're not the ones shitting on Boots. ¿Me entiende? Eso no es nosotros. They're shitting on him because they're mad at themselves. We're not the ones who put him on a pedestal. I understand if your first fight at 54 is not a killer. I understand. I didn't expect you to fight a killer. I didn't. But they're mad at you because they the ones that say you fucking the boogeyman. They waiting for you to live up to all the bullshit that they said you was. We didn't say that shit. I did. Bro, how many times I said I don't know what's gonna happen to him at 54? A lot of your shit is that you bigger than everybody. That was a lot of your shit at 47 is you mad bigger than everybody. So yeah, you could take them lumps. But I don't know you could take a shot like that from Jesus Ramos. I'm not saying you can.
Well, because Boots benefited from being a big dick in an Asian locker room.
Yo, I've never heard that.
That was a well-timed shot.
All right, that's hilarious.
I thought fishing on a small pond was a little overused.
I think that's a good update. That was a good update to the windows. Go ahead.
I think another reason is that I was thinking about Boots' resume recently and then comparing it to other guys that had the same thing. Wilder and Andrade had shitty resumes. Who do you think out of those three guys has got the worst one? Because Boots, I don't think he's been. Yeah,
Andre.
But Boots is up there, man, because he's got how many?
No. My dude. No. Let's be honest. Boots' resume is hot ass. That dude got 34 fights, bro.
It's 34.
That dude got 34 fights, and you could probably only name like 5 guys on that, and only one of them was good. Stanionis.
That hot ass came from like the bottom of your soul,
bro. That shit came from the dick, bro.
Let's not forget that he low-key dug tail, bro.
Who?
No.
Ain't nobody fucking ducking teal, bro.
The shit is you. I know why. Like you can say that. You can though, because if they offered it to you and you said no, and then you fighting what Libra? He's a Libra. What the fuck, bro?
He was coming up. He was willing to come up to see you, and you left. This is after he called you a monkey. Like, bro, like what the fuck?
Yeah. Doesn't that speak to the morale? You know, they talk about Boots like he's fucking a Sharknado, and then they point a camera at him. This is Boots. No, Crawford.
I think Crawford would absolutely dominate Boots as far as I'm concerned.
Crawford would have knocked that motherfucker out.
Exactly. I'm totally with you.
I got Madrama beating him.
I noticed that about him. That the Boots community was left. They probably gonna get mad at me, but he talked like he a virgin.
You know that's how accurate that is, yo. He talks like Daniel Dubois before the first Usyk fight.
Like he giggling and shit. Like
he sounds like McLovin.
When one of the interviewers gonna ask him, "Yo, Boots, what are you giggling about, bro?" Yo, it's gonna get all about yo. Crawford, get him.
Hey, I'm in their car right now.
Yes. Yo, that's how every interview, bro. I'm like, yo, you nervous or something, bro? Like, I used to talk like that when I was 12. Yo, I want to see titties. That's how you used to talk.
He talks like Beavis and Butthead, yo.
Also, wait, another thing, real quick, just so we because like the reason why people are tight at Boots isn't just because they put expectations on him. That motherfucker just be out there lying, bro. His dad specifically, bro.
No, yeah. You're right.
Oh my god.
Because they
he
said
just
that
came out was like, yo.
they said Virgil was ducking him, so that remember Bozy said that. Yo, Virgil, you know how Bozy talk. Get off the fight. You take that heartbeat.
Yo, these all these
literally, bro. He said they said word for word. Virgil ducked. So when they offer you Virgil,
who the fuck
yo, I
like
need
that?
4 tune-up fights, bro, and an egg roll. I need 4 and an egg roll. It's like, yo, you didn't fight T.O., you didn't fight Virgil. They offered you Crawford, you didn't fight Crawford. It's like, what? All right, bro.
What does he need 4 tune-ups for, though?
I don't know, dog.
Because his resume
like 2
sucks.
or whatever.
To keep that
After
resume
those
shitty.
4 tune-ups, he's gonna need a couple years.
I could understand 1 tune-up, right? I could understand 1 because look, everybody ain't Crawford at the end of the day. Everybody's not Inouye at the end of the day. And in fairness, when Usyk moved up to heavyweight, he didn't fight a killer right away. He fought Chaz Witherspoon. He didn't fight a killer right away. Not right away. So Boots, you need this is me. Fuck the world. This is just me. Because I didn't, you're not gonna like this, but I didn't think he was all that, and I still don't. So when I see you need a tune-up, I'm like, yeah, of course he does. The fuck y'all thought he was gonna move up there, fight fucking Boachuk, Madrimov? No. Virgil? No. That was
I got Madrimov. Madrimov would beat him.
Out of risk to say sounding that I like him or like this dude, Keith Thurman is kind of right when he's talking about it, bro. Like, yo, you were a unified champion. You were lineal. Do you really need a tune-up if you're like that?
No.
Yeah. That's a good point.
Mean, like the shit is, all right, but look, let's be real. Was he unified? Yes.
Yeah.
But you only beat 1 champion, and he wasn't much of a champion.
Yeah.
You didn't win that IBF off of nobody. You got an email. You didn't win that off of nobody. Then you fought One Punch Man, right? Dude too cheap to get a barber. He give his own haircuts. That's why it's 1 number all the way around.
You mean Caillou?
He fought Caillou.
One punch.
For Caillou, it's like dog. The shit is that. Here's the thing: at 20 fights, and I pay attention to this. At 20 fights, something's supposed to have happened. Anthony Joshua at 15-0 fought an unbeaten Dillian White. No, not even. I think that was 14-0. Either 14-0 or 15-0. He fought an unbeaten Dillian White.
So and then the old two. Great,
right? And that's saying that, okay, now you fighting a guy, he's an unbeaten guy, he got a ceiling. These is the kind of things I expect to see. If you nice, because everybody ain't nice, but if you nice, I expect to see that anywhere in between 15-0 and 20-0, a fight like that, where like, yo, you fighting a dude might win. You know, dude's not bad. Boots don't got that. He don't like you 34-0. You don't have that. You literally don't have.
Okay,
that.
Can I ask you a quick question?
Can I ask? Oh, go on. Someone beat me to it.
Good.
Virgil Ortiz, where is he in terms of like your opinion on his competition?
You want my honest opinion? Is Boots quality of competition? Is Virgil?
Okay, how though?
Maurice Hooker,
Mighty Mo Hooker, Orozco,
40-pounder.
Got
it. No. It's not that. It's that
machine.
You can't pretend that when Virgil was at 47, he wasn't fighting decent guys. He was.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But then let's talk about those decent guys. You said Mighty Mo Hooker. Mighty Mo Hooker had done nothing at welterweight. And if you want me to talk about his validation,
you defending Boots, so let's fucking do it. Let's fucking
do
it, bro. Let's
it's not defending Boots.
Mighty Mo Hooker, Lipinets, bro. We gonna do it?
Whoa, you're tripping. You're tripping.
Come on, bro.
You're tripping.
I'm tripping.
How are you on Boots' side?
Resume, Mighty Mo.
Okay. Well, how about we ask this? Did Mighty Mo, did Lipinets ever lose to Blair Cobbs?
Come on, that's later.
Okay, then.
He never fought him though, did he?
Then.
He never fought Blair.
Mighty Mo fought Blair. He lost to Blair.
Yeah, but the other guy didn't.
No, what you
okay, my bad. Did he ever lose the quality of Blair Cobbs?
The shit is listen, the shit is okay. Listen, fuck the bullshit. You got Mean Machine over here. You got Chris Van Heerden.
Who?
Yes,
yeah, exactly.
Chris Van Heerden. Okay? Thomas Dulorme off a shift of Uber, bro. He gets out of the Uber. He turns the meter off. He goes. He fights Boots, bro. That's his resume, bro.
Dog, how are you on Boots' side, bro? Over
I'm not on
35.
Boots' side. I'm saying I'm listening
And
to it
here's
because
no.
not
And here's
but
the
yesterday.
thing. No. This is why you got away from what I said, though, Ray. I'm not telling you that Virgil's resume is the Magna Carta. The expectations set before Boots are what create the disappointment, because Virgil don't have all those expectations. Nobody ever said that Virgil's gonna nut all over 154. Nobody said that, bro. Nobody said he's pound for pound. Nobody said that. I said this about American fighters, particularly Black American fighters. They set an unrealistic expectation for those fighters, so when they lose, it's worse for them because of the expectation that was set before them.
Right.
William just lost. Shakur beat him, but it's like it is so. That's the attitude towards that loss. So what? So
when
that's
Jesus Ramos lost to
right?
Lubin.
Jesus Ramos, he lost to Lubin, but the attitude towards it is so what? Whereas if Boots were to lose tomorrow, that's not going to be the reaction. You know it's not. That's not going to be the reaction.
Blue Blood Sports TV will no longer have a channel.
That'd be a good thing.
So the point that I am making is, Ray,
I agree.
the point that I am making is, it's not that Virgil's resume is amazing, even though I do think it's better than Boots's. But it's not that his resume is amazing. It's my original point. There were no outlandish expectations set before Virgil Ortiz. There were not. Nobody said he's gonna fucking go Super Saiyan and fuck everybody in the ass. Nobody said that.
Yeah, I saw people saying that he would dominate Tim Tszyu just as he came into the division.
Bro, but look at Tim. Is that really
that
a
was
hot take?
that was prior to
it was
this.
a hot
That
take
was way prior to this shit.
Yeah, but you can't bring that up now like it's crazy. You see what's going on with Tim?
Yeah, but that was crazy for back then. That's a high expectation.
It was a hot take when Virgil just started to move up because when Virgil moved up, listen, I'll say it truthfully, I was a big Tim Tszyu backer. What background did to him ruined him. End of story. The way he got dominated in that IBF title fight completely killed his career. That is fact.
Yeah,
but when Virgil Ortiz and Tim Tszyu was originally scheduled, before all the bullshit with Fandora and all that, people were picking Virgil, and I was like, no, can't do it.
But wait, this is why you can't go. I remember that fight became a talking point. I didn't say Virgil was gonna whoop his ass. I said I don't know. That's what I said. I don't know. Virgil's good. Virgil's good on the inside. Tim, more experienced, punches hard. I didn't know who to give the edge to in that fight. We talked about it several times. I didn't know who to give the edge to in that fight. But you can't now look at how Tim's career has gone and then try to use that against somebody. It turns out it turns out those people might have been right.
Julius.
Oh yeah, and then
okay, were they right about Crawford too or not?
If you think about it, like Virgil, the only reason he moved up was because he had that rabies shit going on. So nobody thought he was going to be good.
A snake bit him on the ass and he got rabies, bro.
And look who he fought at 154. Look what he's fought. He's already fought Boachuk and he's already fought Madrimov, man. I mean,
And I'll make the case he beat Madrimov better than Crawford beat Madrimov.
Let me read the super chat. Santiago said, "Hit kid, let's make things interesting and yell over each other over and over again, and not let anyone get a word in, like on IBFP's channel. Yeah, let's do that shit, yo." Mr. G said, "Enol next, back undisputed. Who you got next, gentlemen?" Enole.
Who? Inoue, maybe? Is that what
I think Inoue. No, I mean, we're gonna get to Inui later in the conversation because this fight is right around the corner, and the walls are closing in. Junto's about to vacate his 2 alphabet titles. You know what that means.
He's going up.
He's going up. He's got to take care of MJ. He looks like Tattoo from Fantasy Island, but like he was from
Inui is
the plan.
I'm sorry. Anyone not predicting a new way to kill MJ is beyond comprehension.
I'm not. No. Don't do that. Don't put that on my guy, because these guys, these guys he's fighting. Look, Luis Neri has never been for play. He never been for play, right? This MJ guy, he's not for play either. Anybody else in the division loses to these guys that he's fighting. Anybody else in the division. So don't look past them like, yeah, he knew he like, hey, Cardenas caught him with a couple of good ones.
Oh, you're
Luis,
right though.
Don't do them like that. So we'll get to that. But back to the Ortiz shit. The point that I'm making, Ray, is that since Virgil and a lot of other guys never got the hyperbole that Boots got for beating Lipinets, for beating Dulorme, Chris Van Heerden, these fucking no-hopers, right? Them guys didn't get the red carpet rolled out for them. So if they were to lose, it's not a big deal. But you, you got to show up now, bro. Like, you coming up on damn near 40 fights, bro. What the fuck? Bro,
I think honestly, I think what the
me.
big indictment on Boots is that you know you're whether they're email titles or not, you're a unified champion moving up too, bro.
Yep.
Yeah.
Can we be honest as well? A part of this is, when Boots switched to Matchroom and he finally got the unification fight, okay? We can put a good part of this down to, the good old PBC way of booking fighters, champions.
I mean, look, here's the thing. Here's the real shit. When he got over there, they were trying to make those fights. That's a reality. Mario wasn't sending offers to unify nothing. Brian wasn't sending offers to unify nothing. And Stanionis wasn't sending out offers to unify nothing. The only team in the welterweight division at that time that was trying to unify anything was Team Boots. It's not his fault. If it didn't happen on schedule, that's not his fault. But your daddy talked too fucking much. Your fans talk too fucking much. And now, it's time. Like, you at 154 now, bro. And you got the training wheels got to come off. If you really like that, now I'm gonna be real. I know you're not like that. I know you're not. I know that you might burn here. This division is where it might happen. Mm-hmm. It might. Because it's deep. And shut the fuck up. And it don't gotta be Bakram, though it could be, but it don't gotta be Bakram. We know what your limitations are. Mm-hmm. Guy who could pivot, L-step, shift, move around, that's your kryptonite. What if you don't punch as hard at 54 as you did at 47? Yeah. We already see what happened to T.O. Power. T.O. don't hit at 40 like he did at 35. He don't.
I know I'll get hit off the fan base here, but can I say Benavides at 175? His power's non-existent.
It's a fact. It is a fact. It's a fact.
And I get slandered like hell for saying that.
That's why I even when I take my disdain out of it, I genuinely don't know if he can knock out Anthony Yard. The guys that knocked out Anthony was not normal guys. Who knocked out Anthony? Sergey Kovalev?
Sergey Kovalev and Benavides are the only two.
Those is not normal guys, bro. Them not and you don't hit like them. Sergey killed him. Yo, motherfuckers really forgot Sergey got a body. That motherfucker killed the motherfucker in the ring. You don't do that. Yo, he fucked up Andre, and Andre was in the club that same night. You don't hit that hard, bro. Get the fuck out of here. Now I'm gonna go take a shit. I'll be right back.
All right, just don't squeeze too much. You don't want to get a hernia.
What up, Country Roads?
Not much, man. What's going on?
Man.
So what do we got coming up at all, man? I mean, do we really got anything?
Nothing.
Yo, Keith Thurman versus Virgil. You ready for that? Versus Virgil?
Right, yeah, so that's ass, but we can move on from that right now.
That is Virgil by.
You know what would be funny though? You know what would be funny if the same week and Keith Thurman pulls out and they get Bohachuk. We get Bohachuk part 2.
No, Bohachuk can't make 154.
Oh, talk about dreaming, man. I wish.
He missed weight by like 6 pounds or some shit like that.
In his last one?
Yeah.
Bro, if I'm being honest, I feel like Bohachuk needs to just say fuck it and move up because like they're not trying to fight him down there.
He is moving. Yo, if you missing weight by 6 pounds, you're not moving back down. I refuse to believe
you need
that.
to move up.
Hey, fellas, tomorrow there's a light WBA light heavyweight eliminator. Ramirez and Pampion.
Who? What weight is this?
Light heavyweight.
WBA light heavyweight title eliminator.
Campione is still fighting? Is that who I think it is? Didn't that guy lose to Better Be even like 2016 or some shit?
I believe so. Why the fuck is that card this weekend on the Saturday fucking
Who the fuck is heating up a hot pocket?
Is his name Jerome Pampion?
I'm making some
Nah,
motherfucking
different.
burritos.
I think it's a different person I'm thinking about. Might be a different person I'm thinking about. Maybe.
Ugh.
I don't know. Light heavyweight is a dead division, to be honest, bro. Without
And then we got, let me
the
see, a
top guys. Like,
featherweight.
Cruiserweight is a dead
Light
division.
heavyweight's very top heavy.
yeah.
Light heavyweight is legitimately only the two main names and everyone looking in. And then again, Bivol needs to be fucking criticised for fucking going MIA.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What
man,
is
what
he
the fuck?
doing
That
right
guy,
now?
like, man, that guy's pissing me off the way he's moving, bro.
That's a fucking joke. What Bivol
It's
is
starting
doing
to feel
right
like
now.
he's trying to run away with his win, bro.
He's trying to win Jerry Arter, and now Arter's fighting on the same card as Benavides. And I'm no David fan. I'll be very fucking clear on that. If everyone knows my history over that. But what the fuck is Dimitri Bivol doing? It's a
Probably
joke.
better BF is about to upstage that
shit.
fucker.
By the way, that fight's
yeah,
in
probably.
Libya. That fight's in Libya, man. And it's
What
on
fight?
the zone at 1 p.m. The one I mentioned.
Yeah, I'm not watching that. But yeah, I'm gonna be real honest with you. That sounds horrible. But honestly, does anyone here actually have Yard winning? I don't. But anyone else does?
I have a Benavides by decision. I hope I'm wrong. I want to be wrong.
I'm giving Yard his puncher's chance. A lot of people think that he has no chance. I think he's got a chance.
I don't know. I've been kind of like on the, I guess you could say, the Yard hate train for pretty much most of his career. And I've heard from people saying that he's looked like worse than usual now.
Oh, the fight
So,
against Lydia and Arthur, he was horrible in that trilogy fight.
Oh no, not that one. Wait. Oh, he had a trilogy.
Yeah,
Oh,
he had the trilogy. Yeah, on the co-main event of the Eubank Benn card was
I got a
Arthur
question.
and was Arthur versus Yard 3. It was a shitter of a fight, garbage.
You guys think that Turkey will make Benavides face off with Beterbiev after their fight?
Sure.
Main event.
I don't see why not.
David's in the main event spot. If he wins, I would have Arthur the ringside. If Bivol's going to be pathetic, which he is being right now, I'd have Arthur get in, and then let's see if Benavides actually has the cojones. Because remember, back in 2020, he ducked him.
Fucking Don Juan asked Tank versus Spence, who can parallel park?
Oh, fucking.
Oh, that's
Yo,
Tank probably hits the curve like a girl too.
Hey,
Oh,
we got
fucking
another zoo fight coming up on the 20th. It's his brother Nikita.
Oh, I thought
He's
Tim
gonna be
Zoo was already
fighting-
back in the ring.
I know.
was-
Tim
He's
Zoo.
gonna, he's gonna be fighting a dude named Ismaili.
Nikita's on the come up, to be
Who?
fair, if they keep him going.
He is, but honestly, I've seen like, I'm not saying I think he's gonna do bad, but I forgot what fight it was. This dude gets hit a lot, like a lot.
I haven't
No,
seen
it was
like
any
the-
of his fights.
Who
man.
has who is subscribed to Fight Hub TV on YouTube? Like who do y'all
Nobody.
have y'all seen Fight Hub TV? No? Okay.
I watch it, but I'm not subscribed to it.
Bro, did you see that the last video they tried to post that's saying that Tank and Devin Haney are back reunited, they're best friends now? It's an old ass video from
So
like
gay.
2017, like some gay shit. And I fucking called them out on it. I hope they saw that shit. And they're looking at
I
the
mean-
comments. I know they are.
They probably like won't take it down. I'd probably say, but to be honest, it's gonna be a
clickbaiters,
slow
bro.
month for American boxing. It's gonna be a slow
Yeah,
month.
they're
They gotta put out something.
clickbaiting piece of shit.
It's a slow one for boxing, kind of globally, if I'm allowed to say it. There's not much
Doesn't
on the
England have some
I
stuff?
mean, we just got Usyk versus Dubois.
here-
We just had that.
Here in England, the only fight we have is a Matchroom Next Gen card in Altrincham in August.
Yeah,
That's
I
it.
was going to
Moses.
ask you what was going on over there locally, man. Like on
Gillian White and Moses, yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, that's this Saturday. Why is that a pay-per-view card next Saturday? That is a joke.
Is it?
Yeah,
I'll
it's
pay
a
for
I mean-
it. Fuck
pay-per-view.
it. I'll pay for it.
I won't. You must
Yo,
love boxing
what-
more than me.
You have to let us know what like channels we can like look at if we got a VPN, because I
Come
would
on,
love
yeah,
to like.
Yo, stop talking illegal shit on my channel. Illegal shit. Stop with the illegal shit.
I'm talking about
Alright,
channels
what's up,
in
what's up?
England, man. I'm not talking about illegal shit.
Illegal
Country
shit.
roads,
Stop with the
quit-
illegal shit. Country roads.
Quit talking about
Oh,
drugs,
where the fuck
country.
did the rest of the panel go?
Ignacio just joined us. Is the Dillian White fight this weekend or is that next weekend?
Next weekend.
Next weekend. Okay.
Against the tumor. That's next weekend. Oh,
He look okay. White.
White's in shape.
He looks in shape.
Hey, look at Mexican 69 Killer's last comment.
I hope they switch Better Beef with Yard last second so we can see a murder.
Oh, we would all love that. We would all love that.
If he come out of the floor like Opa Gangnam style, like Benavidez
Benavidez is gonna be sitting right there in the middle of the ring, and all the lights gonna cut off. And
a whole turd is gonna slide out his trunks, bro.
We all love that.
No, if Better Be It comes out with the Undertaker theme song, that would
that's exactly what I was thinking.
But over to the let's talk about Bivol for a second. I don't want to get into all the shit because I want to do a video about it tomorrow. I just want to get reactions. Ray, are you disappointed that there's not going to be a trilogy?
I'm only disappointed because I know people are gonna maybe see this the wrong way, but it's like you did skip out on the Benavidez fight so you could have the trilogy, and now neither fights are happening. It looks bad. Like it's disappointing. It's almost like you're holding up the division for no reason.
Ignacio, are you disappointed it's not going to be a trilogy? That's true.
That's what I thought.
Yep.
Exactly.
Word for word. I love it.
Great point.
I love that.
Real Talk said that yesterday.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Ray's
word
on the
for
money.
word. I said it in my head.
Real Talk, are you disappointed?
Oh no, yeah, I'm definitely disappointed, man. Like, just hearing all this shit going on with Bivol, like the only word that comes to mind is "cuck."
Yeah, I mean, like it's hard to defend, ain't it? That's
fucking hard. Like, bro, I don't understand what the fuck. What are you trying to do, bro? What the fuck's going on?
And if he fights that German, Eddie gonna say, well, that's his mandatory. Yeah, but David was his mandatory, wasn't it? It don't look good. Like, and y'all know I don't fuck with David, but real is real. Like, you can't say I couldn't fight Artur because I had to fight my mandatory. You had a mandatory
right there.
David was your mandatory.
What
happened?
Bullshit.
Yo,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm on Bivol's ex-wife's side now. I'm sorry.
I mean,
no.
It's like this. It's like this that I see a scenario where shit could have been fucked up. I do see a scenario that I'm not just gonna go off of Artur's side of the story because low key Artur is type fake. You was acting like Bivol was running from you when your promoter literally didn't want to make this fight, and he said it more than once. When it was just down to y'all two, Matchroom and Top Rank. You talking shit about Bivol like he was running. Bivol literally went to the Russians. Most people don't remember that story because this is before he beat Canelo, before anybody gave a fuck about Bivol. He went to the Russians to pay for that fight. He was trying to get that fight made. So a part of me wants to give him grace because I could see a way that this fucked up. It could have fucked up. And what I was thinking was, okay, I'm not making excuses for this guy, by the way, but I'm just putting my brain out there. How could this have fucked up? The way it could have got fucked up is if the IBA wanted to do the fight next year. That's how it could have got fucked up. That they gonna do it.
Warp Speed has a good take in the comments. Warp Speed has a good take.
What he said?
He says, not disappointed. It's the best thing that happened to the belts. Redundancy is no longer in vogue and shows a lack of creativity.
Yeah. But what if the IBA was saying, yo, we gonna do it, but we gonna do it next year? Well, if y'all gonna do it next year, I still got time to fight this year. I still got time.
Yo, Ring, why? What was the purpose of taking it out of Riyadh season then? Because if it wasn't,
this the thing, and it's confirmed though. It is confirmed. The Russians was gonna pay them more money than Turkey.
Yeah, that's wild. Yeah,
Mark Ramsey said it. Better Beef's trainer said it. It's an interview up on Seconds Out. He said, "Yo, they was gonna pay us more than Turkey.
They were gonna
the Russian mafia.
They were gonna pay the brink trucks."
Mexican Killer says, but Jules, he did the same thing with Canelo. Just takes the win and dips.
Nah, I ain't going. I'm not. See, that's the thing that boxing fans is fickle, is what it is. That I'm like, look, I know it looked bad, but we ain't heard nothing from Bivol. We ain't heard nothing from Kornilov. We ain't heard nothing from Eddie. Everything we getting is from the Better Beef side. And from what I've seen from the Better Beef side, Yeah, y'all a little shifty over there because y'all was trying to act like he was ducking y'all when he was the one trying to make the fight. He went to the Russians before y'all did.
Wait, but didn't Turkey
Yeah,
say?
but to be fair, Better BF didn't turn down a mandatory to have this fight and
Yeah,
then
the
pull out.
truth is,
I can honestly.
the truth is, pretty much, it's bad for Bivol because of turning down the benefit. And no, this is going to set all the Benavides fans up, which it has done, and I've heard it, and I hate it. But the truth is, it's a horrible look because the reason you turned down that David fight is because we all thought the trilogy is coming.
I'm not saying it's
Yo.
not. I'm not saying it's not because I said I said that myself 2 days ago. You can't turn down Benavides to fight Artur, then don't fight Artur, then I gotta fight my mandatory. Motherfucker, David was your mandatory for that.
The
You should
silence
fight him.
is damning.
To be fair, 3 times is a pattern, dog.
I'm really irritated because I was expecting the trilogy and now it's not going to happen.
I'm bummed.
Shut the fuck up, country.
But country's old. He needs this trilogy.
The shit is, I still, couple of things. This doesn't all of a sudden make David a special fighter. If they fought tomorrow, I still have Dimitri Bivol. I still have him in that fight, right? The optics are bad, but I'm just thinking, if the IBA was not going to do the fight this year, if the fight was for next year, then I could see where it fucked up. They're like, yeah, Turkey's the one who said it. Both teams came to him. It wasn't like it was just Bivol. Both teams came to him, told him, yo, we want to let somebody else pay for it. We want to do it in Russia. That's confirmed from Turkey. So that's not a lie. Take that out. Looks like Bivol was going to fight him. Then, now, according to Mark Ramsey, it was going to be for more money than Turkey gave them, right? So how do you reconcile things falling apart? Well, what if the IBA wasn't going to do the fight until next year? What if they were?
But if that's the case, then wouldn't Better Beef's team know about this too and not be upset or anything?
Yeah, but Better Beef's team have a penchant for telling the story a certain way. That's why I keep saying that. They acting like Bivol was ducking them when Bivol was the one pushing for the fight. Matchroom were the ones pushing for the fight.
I agree with the Lum 12. I think we need Mirage's take on this.
So who's lying, bro?
No,
Get
that's what I mean.
Espera, lo que yo estoy diciendo. In the build-up of the first fight, you remember that Artur Better Beef was talking shit as if Bivol had been running from him. He was talking shit. You know Artur don't talk a lot of shit, but he was talking shit. Like he said that he wanted to fight me, right? But reality, while Eddie Hearn and Bivol were pushing for that fight, before he beat Canelo, they were pushing for that fight. Who was the one who poured cold water on it? Bob Top Rank. Well, so this is what I mean when I say I'm careful with what I hear from Better Beef because you got caught out there before. You try to make it like they didn't want to fight you. That's bullshit. They was the only ones that wanted to fight you. They wanted to fight you, but your promoter didn't want to make it. So why you telling the story that way? Now, look, you come out with this shit, and I know it looks bad, but look at Bivol's track record. Does Bivol run from people? Does he?
No.
You gotta be real. That's why you gotta give him some. That's why I'm like, I gotta give him some grace because he don't have the track record of somebody that run from fights.
That's what I said. He fought Better BF while he was undefeated, 100% knockout.
But this is what I mean. This is where people are hitting like, yo, this is a bit too much grace. We gave you grace for the Benavides shit. Now, and I know you're gonna say, maybe the IBA wanted it further, but the fact that another guy is saying, hey, yo, that's not what it was, but this dude just doesn't want to fight right now. Are we really gonna say, hey, both of those guys are just lying?
Yo, Jules, what was the tentative date that Turkey had for the fight? Because the first 2 fights happened.
No, it was for November, bro. It was for either October, November. So it would have happened this year if Turkey was the one that did it. It would have happened this year in the fall.
And did the IBA ever hint at a date? Like, okay,
that's why I say that the IBA Kremlev confirmed that he's the one that want to do it, but he never gave a date. I didn't hear no date. And what if your date was next year?
How do we know this isn't a trilogy situation with Teofimo and Convulsos where like it just kept getting pushed back?
IBA is more legit, to be honest, than Triller.
Yeah, IBA, like the IBA, that's not just boxing money neither. That's Russian mafia money. That's prostitution money, gulag money. It's just all kind of money. It's fucking Russia, bro. Dancing bears, big hats. It's fucking crazy over there.
And
So
I would say too, they probably need that fight. Like that's like probably a big launch pad for them for like Europe in general.
it absolutely, because remember the IBA is a promotional outfit now. They're not going to get recognition back from the IOC. Like that's you're done with amateur boxing basically. Like it's a wrap for y'all in that scene. So, Umar's basically turned it into a promotional outfit that stages professional boxing matches, and just like you said, they want to use that as a launch pad to launch their brand, and it would be ideal. And we had this conversation over a year ago, maybe 2 years ago, that Russia is the ideal site for that fight. There are two Russian nationals. They care a lot more about that fight than the Americans do. There's no audience.
The Americans
There's no
don't even
audience
know
for
who
that
they
here.
are, man. I mean,
They don't
how many Americans really know who these two fighters are? Really?
Yeah, I seen the kid True School. He called it the IBA Classics. Like that's like wow, that's disrespectful.
Yo, Joel, I wanted to ask, let's say the IBA bids on Murtazaliev and Lubin, and they put it in as the undercard for what could be Better Be versus Bivol. And now you got 3 Russians on.
Bueno, te lo voy a decir, manín. Esa pelea está muerta ahora. Better Be than Bivol 3 is dead in the water right now. So that is not a likely scenario. What is possible, though, that I didn't think of that, which that's a good point. Maybe they'll bid on that fight because Murtazaliev is Russian and they have money. They got plenty of money over there. Maybe they'll bid on that fight because only one I could think of that might put up something is Pro Box. Because, they got a little bit of it.
What do you think the fight is worth?
No one's interested in that fight.
What do you think it's worth? Like 300,000?
Honestly, I think that fight on a good Saturday, it's worth about 50,000 and 2 ham and cheese sandwiches for both the fighters.
Okay, so yo, let me ask you. I'm gonna like the one last theoretical.
Is that with or without mustard?
Let's say
Nah, mustard is extra.
And throws it on the Boots undercard. You think they could afford to do that?
Say that again?
Do you think Matchroom could bid on Murtazaliev versus Lubin and they throw it on the Boots undercard?
Yeah.
Do you no
save the card?
No, wait. So wait, here's what I'll say. Could they? Do they have the money to do that? Yes. Would they? No. He is not our fighter. We're not gonna. He's not our fighter. He's not our fighter. We do this fight. Let's just say we throw some money at this fight so that we can decorate our card. We don't have a commitment from either of these guys to be spending money on them. We got fighters that we need to accommodate that we have under contract to where we're not just going to pick this bullshit up for the sake of picking it up. Like, no, this guy signed the main events. And I don't know who the fuck Lubin is.
Yo, but I'm saying if 250,000 wins the bid, then it's like, oh man, I got it for the low.
I mean, if you can get it, I ain't gonna lie, that's a good put. Like, yo, ain't nobody gonna bid on that shit. Yo, throw $5 in that shit. We can get that shit.
And then
here's the deal though as well. If Backroom Lubin ended up on the same card, as the Boots fight, what would be the expectation of all the fans?
There you go.
Yeah. They would want Backroom versus Boots next, and I'm sorry, Backroom killed Boots.
You think Eduardo Hernandez gonna put that pressure on Boots by having them two do? No, sir.
Nope. Boots gets killed.
Sir.
No, hold on. In a marketplace where we got used to stack cards, right? This is like, yo, like consumer conditioning. So like we're used to stack cards. So now, if Boots is fighting an underwhelming opponent, they gotta stack the cards to Saturday show up.
The thing is that fiscally listen, here's the thing. Fiscally for a promotional outfit that has as many fighters under contract as Matchroom, while they could, that's a good point that you could probably win that purse bid with 250,000. You probably could, because nobody gonna bid on that fucking fight, bro. Nobody gonna put up no money for that fight. You probably could, but you have so many fighters to accommodate, male fighters, female fighters, and those slots are valuable. The only way it makes sense is if they were trying to fight Murtazaliev. I am of the opinion they are not.
That's exactly what I just said.
They're not gonna put Boots in there with that man. Oh.
Yo, when it comes to journalism, who do we trust? The Jesus Ramos name got thrown out early July. I think like the second week of July.
Yes, sir. I seen that.
Yeah. So then after that, we see Josh Kelly, and then now it's like Rashidi Ellis and 3 other names. So who do we trust in terms of like they're putting out info saying, yo, we got offers.
Te lo voy a decir. A lot of this is Teldum age in the sport of boxing. Several offers go out to several fighters. When he was at welterweight, they sent out offers to all 3 champions, so that more than one fighter or that more than 4 fighters got an offer is not outside the realm of possibility. That could have happened, and then you have to look at Boots and what you know of Boots. Do I think he's gonna fight Jesus Ramos? No. You don't move like that. When the fuck have you moved like that? That's a real fight. You don't want a real fight for you. I would have loved that fight. I think Jesus Ramos makes for a better fight than a lot of them guys, right? If it's up to me, out of the names that are out there, it's either Jesus Ramos or Charles Conwell. Those are the fights that I would like to see. But knowing Boots, yeah, you probably.
No, honestly, I don't think he would have won that Ramos fight, way.
I want to see it. But Boots being
I would love
who
to
he
see it,
is,
but I don't think so, dog.
Boots being who he is, Brody, it is either Rashidi Ellis or that no-name brand guy that Ray brought up. Because that's how he moved, bro.
No, it's gonna be Blair the Flair.
Wait, which no brand guy?
The no-name brand guy, bro.
No, it's gonna be Blair the Flair.
What's his name? Ulysses? Zima?
I didn't bring that guy up. I still don't know who you're talking about. I brought up Tellus.
No, Brim brought him up.
Lyme disease.
Lyme disease. It's like I don't. Boots is not the guy that's gonna take like he's not the guy that's gonna roll the dice. Like and I already knew that. Like dog, they building this dude up all for nothing. Like he's not the guy who's gonna say, yeah, fuck it, let's go after Murtazali.
Yo, Jules, remember for Mayweather versus Cotto, the whole promotion from Mayweather's side was, yo, Cotto, I see you as an undefeated fighter because you were weight drained, whatever, right? And then Margarito did the raps. In any event, if Boots does decide, or Eddie and Boots decide to fight Jesus Ramos, that's gonna be the whole thing. Yo, he's an undefeated fighter.
I mean, he should be. But look. You go into a new weight. If y'all was really like that, that would be who you're fighting. Because stylistically, you got the right style for him. You need to test your physicality. If you were really what they made you out to be, it's going to land on 2 guys. It's either going to land on Charles Conwell, who is also a pressure fighter, right? You usually do well against aggressive fighters. It's a good style matchup for you. Granted, he's coming off a loss. He didn't get beat up in that fight with Jorge. He just lost, but he didn't get beat up. So it would be either Jesus Ramos or Charles Conwell if you were really like that. The fact that it's not them, it's more of the same. Like, bro, I know Boots is not really like that, dog. Like, if
it's Rashidi, it's a shame. There's no way a welterweight.
No, y que jodiendo con Rashidi, te lo estoy diciendo that's not a good style matchup for you, Boots.
Hold on.
It's not, bro.
But Rashidi, people forget Rashidi, 1, he's a very small dude. Like that dude's not that big for even welterweight. And 2, Rashidi gets tired fast. Like as fast as he's throwing punches, as fast as he gets tired.
All right. I'm not saying Rashidi is the apocalypse, but that got some Harrison Charlo vibes, bro. It do. Harrison Charlo 1 vibes. It do. You don't do good against movers, bro. You don't. I know he's small. I know he this. I know he that. But I also know, you was getting hit in the face by David Evanesian.
Yo, there's something Coach Malachi said about like when he was interviewing Brian Norman Sr. I think Brian Norman Sr. said it. I think he was saying Devin fights differently when he's fighting somebody that's similar to his size.
That's true.
So and then the way that he broke it down, it's like, yo, that is true. Like he's more elusive and evasive when he's fighting somebody his own size. He can't turn you around.
The thing is that he's when you're fighting, when he was at lightweight, and he's fighting guys, he's taller than them, he's got more reach than them. He can take chances because he's still out of range of them. But really, all I got to do is take a step back, and I'm out of range of your punches. So I could let a few go, take a step back, I'm out of here. But you see now, he's fighting Jose Ramirez. Jose Ramirez is about 5'10". He's not a little. He's not a little 140 or 147. Let's say he's not a little guy. You see how cautious and careful and from here and over there, because once you don't have that height and reach advantage, it's not that hard for them to hit you. You know, that's what's been working for you, that you're taller and longer than a lot of the guys at 35. You weren't taller and longer than Ryan. You weren't taller and longer than, right? And you, granted that you beat Jose, I'm not saying that he didn't beat Jose, but you had to be super duper extra careful. Well, Jose's not little. He's not a little guy. Now I'm looking at Brian. Brian's not little. He's not huge, but he's not little for 147, and he's bigger than most of the guys you fought. Fuck you fought, bro. Jojo Diaz, Jorge Linares, Vasil Lomachenko.
And don't forget the clinch and the rotating, where like he'll hold on to you and turn you around, so that now you're in a different direction from where your offensive barrage was happening from.
I want Brian to win that fight, but winning that fight and losing that fight really we know what to expect from Devin. It is bankable. We know what to expect from Devin. Can you elicit that response is the question, because I guess I keep saying if you go out there and you're looking for one punch to do him or two punches to do him, you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose.
Haney will just box around him all night long. As much as some of us can't stand Haney. The truth is, he will box Norman's head off if Norman is looking for 1 or 2 punches. Norman needs to put it on Haney. He needs to pressure him, put him back on his back foot and everything.
You need to fight like he parked in front of your house. 3, 4 punches. The first 2 don't get in, but maybe the last 2 do.
What?
Like he parked in front of your house.
I found the guy, by the way. I found him. The guy that they say Boots might fight, he is from the country of Angola, bro. I kid you not, bro. That might be the worst thing I've ever seen, bro. I saw that. I was like, Angola? What is that?
Do you see why I don't defend him, though? That it's like it's disappointment after disappointment. And the North Star, the shining fucking achievement of 10 years in the welterweight division is Caillou. That's what it was all for. I did it.
Nah, to Boots, that was One Punch Man.
You know what I'm saying? He's not that, like, I think personally, it don't have to be right away, but I have a strong sense he's going to get found out at 54. He's going to get found out. Shit.
I'm kind of hoping he does get found out, because if he gets found out, I'm cloning certain people.
It's just not hard to put together that the guys that are really like that, like he knew he was like that. It didn't take you long, and I'm not talking. I knew he was like that before the World Boxing Super Series, but the World Boxing Super Series is what made me a fan. He knew he was like that.
The truth is, you knew about Inoue before the boxing series. I knew about Inoue before the boxing series.
I knew Crawford was like that because of 35, because he bounced Gamboa off the canvas like a fucking football. So I knew he was like that. I knew Usyk was like that. With Boots, I know you not like that. You not like that. That's not you. Now Keyshawn, I believe he could be like that, but he's a fucking moron. Like what is wrong with you, bro? Fight. The fuck
Keyshawn, when he destroyed Belichick, I thought you are potential. There's 2 reasons why I'm distrustful of Keyshawn. One, because he's just been a fucking moron, as you just said. The other thing is, though, and this is just me, I get the friendship with him and Shakur. Put that shit to a side.
No. I'll tell you what. That's not even a great fight. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's not a great fight.
Yeah, they got the same trainers.
But it's not that. It's the styles. That style matchup. Nah. I'd rather see Keyshawn versus Gary Antoine Russell than Keyshawn versus
That'd be a great fight.
I'd rather see Keyshawn versus Subriel Matias than Shakur Stevenson. There's a lot of great fights, and that's why I say this guy's like, yo, your mom must have been drinking when she had you. Are you stupid or something, dog? You got Turkey behind you, right? You understand that? That if you want to fight, it don't all boil down to Top Rank anymore. Turkey is behind you, right? So if you said, yo, look, I can't get Teofimo, whatever, right? I get Gary, though. I get that Puerto Rican. I get him, too. I get him.
Well, Matias is going to fight Dalton Smith, ain't it? The Russell fight's open, though, for Davis.
I get the winner. I get the winner. Give me the winner.
Isn't Gary busy, too, right now? Like he
With
got to fight
what?
Andy Hiroka or something.
Bro, they ain't order. They ain't gonna order that shit.
They not gonna
bro.
order it at all.
Garbage.
My
Damn.
dude, Brody, Andy beat Barroso 10 years ago. They ain't ordered that fucking fight yet, dog. Then it's the WBA, bro. You know what they gonna do? They gonna order Andy to fight somebody. Yo, go fight this random Colombian. Defend your shit. So they keep the heat off of Gary. That been the hustle. They'll get you to fight in their eliminators. You get the interim, and instead of ordering a fight, they gonna order you to fight somebody to keep the heat off of him. We back out, bro. That's how they got that name. They ain't gonna put no pressure on Gary. They remember, fucking Andy was in position before Gary got the belt. He's in position when Rayo had that shit.
Yeah, that's right. And Gary was coming off of a loss too.
Yo, how do you guys see the pieces moving between 140 and 147? Because there's a lot of things happening now. So if Gervonta moves up to 147 to fight Pacquiao, that means he's not going to come back down to 135.
Schofield gets the BA if he does that.
Basically.
He gets the BA.
I think so.
Schofield gets the BA 100%.
And he's going to be a fucking homo. He's not going to fight shit. Schofield? He's not going to fight shit.
Does he get it outright though?
Bro, look, he not gonna fight. Yo, country, stop jerking off. What the fuck, bro? Why are you breathing so hard?
The other things, where does Roach go now?
What are you talking about, man?
Well, wouldn't they make Roach versus Schofield?
That's what I was thinking, to be completely honest.
Yeah, but Roach is talking about moving up.
Yeah.
He's
to
talking
40.
about moving up. Yeah. Roach not gonna fight Schofield. Like, if they throw a bag at him, maybe, right? I don't think Oscar by himself can make that fight. But if Turkey come in, he throw a bag, some Arab prostitutes, maybe. If Turkey do it, Oscar by himself, nah. I don't trust you to do that fight. I don't trust.
Oh shit!
You was supposed to do the Rolly Ryan rematch. It fucked up. It fell apart. You're supposed to do that. Y'all's in negotiations 2-3 weeks. It fell apart. I don't trust Oscar to just make that by himself.
What do we think? Do we think that, like, I know Pacquiao says, listen, I love Manny, should be retiring. I still think he beat Barrios because that wasn't really a real fight.
I don't think that was a real fight, bro.
No, I don't.
That was a real fight.
But I think Barrios is utterly the worst champion at 147. I would pick Rolly over Barrios.
Is he one of the worst? Is he the worst champion in boxing right now?
Can I say that? I think he's one. Can I say that? Look, out of the worst champions that ever fought, he like that. Those two is up there, bro. Like those two is up there, bro.
I thought Big Rolo would have a chance to actually unify.
I would pick Rolly in a unification fight against Barrios 100%.
No, I wouldn't. But you know,
I would.
I understand.
What a time to be alive, bro.
I'm sorry, but we arguing ass for ass right now. I don't really know if this is an argument I'm really willing to have.
I'm saying, bro, like, what a time to be alive. Barrios and Big Rolo.
I'm telling you, I'm rooting for Rolly to go undisputed, man.
Bro, that shit is nauseating.
If Rolly goes undisputed, I will straight up say that Jerron Boots is like unification at welterweight does not matter anymore.
Yeah, that's what I was like. If Rolly goes undisputed, like I said, I think it's time for me to watch golf. Like, okay,
yeah.
Well, the IBF title's about to be decided now with the Crocker.
That one I'm actually interested in.
Patty Donovan and Lewis Crocker, they having a rematch.
Yeah, it's a huge crowd. Rumor has it, like 15,000 tickets already gone for that.
And I expect the winner of that fight, whoever it is, maybe they will fight Brian Norman, because the thing is, Turkey already knows about. Well, let's say the winner of Norman versus Haney. Let's say it that way. Because it's not a given that Brian wins that fight. You got to go about fighting that fight a certain way. You got the power. You got more than enough power to hurt Devin, but you got to throw combinations and you got to cut off the ring. It's a cliche to hear a boxing fan say that, because most of the time they say it, they don't even know what the fuck it means. But for your fight that you about to have, that shit is critical. That dude is not going to stand in one spot. That is a guarantee. That dude not going to stand in one spot, dog. He's going to be at the edge of the ring, at the edge of the universe all night. And you got to be able to get to him. You got to.
Jules, I have a better idea, right? You said the IBF title is going to be Crocker versus, forgot the other guy.
Crocker versus Donovan rematch.
Donovan, right? Okay.
In Belfast.
Cool. Cool. So it's gonna be that fight. That's basically a guy from Ireland and a guy from the UK.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of just putting that guy against the winner of Devin Haney versus Brian Norman, how about Conor Benn?
Nah, you look, Conor is a separate situation because I would have agreed with you, right? But Conor's gonna do the rematch with Chris. He's doing that.
It's set for November.
Are they?
Yeah,
Are they acting like it's so close and
they
everything?
announced it. They announced it.
The rematch is set for November. I believe it's November 8th here in the UK. Let me be clear. If Conor Benn was moving back down to 147, I'm picking Conor Benn to knock out Mario Barrios all day, every day, twice on Sunday. Absolutely. The thing is,
wait, no, look. This is the thing. I said this about this Chris Eubank Jr. fight. Be careful what you giving up. Be careful what you giving up. Because now you're sacrificing a sizable portion of your career for whatever you could make with Chris. You don't just go back down to 47, the same guy, if you even can get back down to 47.
Look at Roy Jones.
That's what I'm getting at. That you go up there, you do what you do, and this is the thing. If you spend a year up there at 60, you know that you never came down, you didn't come back down for 12 months. Yeah, Brody, I don't think we get the same Conor that was at 47. I don't.
Here's a question, and I actually really mean this. Conor at 154
gets eaten
alive.
Would
that be interesting?
No.
Gets eaten alive.
Conor Benn at 54.
I like Conor. I like Conor. Don't get me wrong, but if you tell me Conor Benn versus Jesus Ramos, yeah, I go Ramos.
No, that's fair. I was just asking because, hey, sign me up for Conor Boots. I would take that fight.
I wouldn't. Eat the shit out of him.
Look. I could go for that, but it's just being realistic. That one, Conor was never big for welterweight. He was. It's great that he did as well as It's great that he did as well as he did in the Eubank fight because he's not a big guy. But if you talking about Conor Benn versus the junior middleweight division or Conor Benn versus Boots, I'm sorry, Conor. I'm sorry. You could beat Josh Kelly.
Well, he might get the Sonic rings beat out of him for the entire time he's there, bro.
I mean, he could beat Josh Kelly.
But to
cool.
Ring IQ's point, I don't see Ben making it back down to 147 off doing
Me
it.
neither. And that's why I was like this. Like, look, was the fight great? The fight actually turned out to be better than I thought it would. But you sacrificing something like I don't think you can go back down to 147 and be like you were. Yeah, I don't think you can. Remember, while the shit with the NADP and UCAD and the BBBOC was going on, he wasn't even at 147. He was at 154. He hasn't actually made 147 in a long ass time. Your last fight was at 160.
Can I put out a controversial opinion?
Okay.
If we're being real, half of Conor Benn versus a full Rolly, who are you taking to win that fight?
Bro, Conor Benn will beat the
exactly. There we go. So why are we? Why are we even trying to make?
I would take Conor over most of the champions at 147. The problem is he ain't coming. I don't think he's coming back down.
He's not coming back down. But fights like that are about entertainment value. It's not about who's gonna beat a pound for pound. No. I would like a fight like that. No, it's for the fun, but for the fun of watching it. You know that him versus Barrios would be a fun fight to watch. Just watching two guys fuck each other up. Yeah, that would be a great fight to watch. Him and Rolly also, yeah, that would be a great fight to watch. Him and Thurman. I low-key wanted that for a while, you know, Ben versus Thurman, right? Like, you know, you need a name.
Well, there's the bad blood between Ben. Ben fucking hates Devin Haney. We all know this.
That's another one, but to the point that we're both making, I don't think after the Eubank fight, I don't think Conor goes back to 147. He hasn't made that weight in like 2-3 years, bro. He has not made that.
Jules, question for you on that one: do you think the second one is going to be enjoyable as the first, or do you think it's going to not?
I think I'm gonna go with. I think I went with Conor for the first one. It's not that I'm being stubborn. It's that Chris is getting on. Chris is in his fucking mid to late 30s, bro. Struggling, killing himself to get to 60. Can he do that again and be all right?
I went with Eubank in the first one, but I'm going Ben in the second and first stoppage.
Yeah, I'm going with Conor. Like, yo, Chris, maybe that was his shining moment, right? Every dog has his day.
That's
We
a
could say,
pathetic shining moment.
hey, look, dog, he was IBO champion, Reynald Quinlan, bro.
Okay, buddy.
Hey, bro.
What's the IBO?
The truth is as well is look at fucking what do you call it? With Eubank Ben, was it a fight of the year contender? Yes. It's not my fight of the year. I still have that being the Smith Buatsi war we watched earlier this year.
I agree with that.
Because that was fight of the year as far as I'm concerned. That was one of the best fights I've seen in years. But pretty much, it's going to draw a house. It's going to get an audience. The card's probably going to be loaded again for it.
I think that the stars aligned for that to be Chris Eubank Jr.'s night. Honestly, I do. The shit with his father, you know, everything was just that night was for Chris. And you could, looking back, you could kind of see that like it worked out for you, Chris. In the end,
yeah, that shit was written in the stars, yo.
In stars, million miles. Listen to the man. I got that shit in my playlist.
That shit go hard, yo.
That shit go hard, bro. Like, I'm thinking hard listening to that song, bro. Fucking rock hard. But just like homeboy, I got Conor in the next one because bro, Chris is 36. He's up there, bro.
That cut is not gonna get easier.
It's not gonna get easier, bro. And then it's all the way at the end of the year. Yeah, I don't see you doing that again. All right, like you had your night, bro. You had your night, and I think that looking back, that will be the highlight of his career. Look, for
that
what
is
it's
so
worth,
fucking sad.
I know, but remember, you can't look at Chris through the lens of a guy that could have been. You got to look at him through the lens of, damn, you was never shit. How the fuck did you make all that money, bro?
Bro, the Benns and the Eubanks are gonna be fighting for generations to come, bro.
Yeah,
nah, but
it's like Wilder. We had this conversation about Wilder, Ray. That they fucked up a lot of paper. We can all agree on that.
Oh,
but
yeah.
For a guy to be as limited as Wilder to have gotten that far is a success. It is like,
yeah.
I mean, there was a reason. There was a reason they kept him from Joshua. There was a reason why they kept him from Joshua.
No. You're looking at it through the lens of what could have been. I agree with you that they fucked up a lot of money. Don't get it twisted. But I'm just looking at Wilder as Wilder. Look at this fucking limited one-handed fighter with no coordination, no fucking balance, no fucking feet, nothing, right?
No,
that's my point.
We're not doing that.
That's my point, Ring.
Fuck did you get a belt? Who gave you a belt, dog?
Hold on.
Ring, that's my point. When Wilder had the WBC belt after Joshua was going through unifying, if we all remember, with Joseph Parker and all them and going through champions, Wilder kept all of that WBC and he took Fury. Let's remember, Fury was on the comeback trail of being overweight.
It's not
fucking
that.
on cocaine and everything.
You can still look at Wilder's career as a success because he's so shit. How does a guy that shit? How does a guy that shit have 10 defenses? Like,
and if I could just get a quick time to answer, yes, there we go. If you're fighting my barber every fucking Saturday, yes, you're gonna have 10 fucking defenses.
I'm gonna give it. Let me give it to you another way. Wilder got to make more money than some guys that are better than him. Here's an example. Wilder going into that, after let's say after the first Fury fight, which was a success, 325,000 pay-per-views sold. That's not bad. That's borderline, but that's not bad. So at this time, he is making more money than Artur Beterbiev, more money than Dimitri Bivol, more money than Chocolatito. These guys are way better than him, more skills,
more than Bam Rodriguez.
Right.
Yep.
That's the point I'm making. That's where you could call it a success. That this guy is ass. How the fuck is he making this money?
Let me get to that one too, bro. How is he making that money? Now, aside from facing your bus drivers, aside from facing the lunch ladies, he was also a Black American heavyweight.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, America needed to be back on
Nothing
top.
is impressive about this. Like
No,
there's a reason why you got here.
No. I never said impressive. I said the career was a success. If they could take a limited one-handed fighter who's missing so many characteristics, so many X's and O's, and you could take him and guide him to a title and get him to 7 and 8 figure paydays. I mean, think about it. That not just the Wilder Fury money, not just the money that he made on Showtime, let's say, right? This fucking moron still got to make money in Saudi Arabia, getting his fucking ass kicked. Still got to make money. Like,
True.
But the one big blemish on his career is turning down that 120 mil for Joshua.
For Joshua, for the
and it still is, and I'll get into that. But the point that I'm making is, he had a successful boxing career because, in spite of his limitations, he still got to make a lot of fucking money. He made a lot of money.
All right, I'm off, everyone. Thanks for having me on the stream. I'll come to a late night talk in the future.
All right,
fuck you, kid.
Have a good night, everybody.
In that way, you could. Well, I don't want to use Rolly as an example, but he kind of is. That Rolly is terrible. Everybody knows that, but somehow they got that guy to 2 titles. Somehow.
But I feel like it's the same thing. Somehow, nigga, corruption. What are we talking about?
Yes,
that's how we got you here. Why are we doing
But
this
that's
shit?
still a success, bro.
Dude, the sport is fucking corrupt, yo.
No, it's like but it's like we acting like it's like, yeah, bro. They had to like,
bro.
They just cheated for that nigga, bro.
My dude, I'm not saying that he's fucking Rudy, bro. Okay, you remember Rudy? You know the football fucking guy played fucking Samwise Gamgee. I'm not saying that he's Rudy, bro. I'm just saying that all in all, if you look at Wilder's career, you cannot call that a failure because you got a limited boxer to paydays that most other pugilists are never going to see. That's a success. It's even more of a success because he sucks. Like, yo, that dude is terrible. How the fuck?
But that's what I mean. It's like when you call that like a success, it makes it sound like something like impressive was achieved.
It's
like,
honestly more of an indictment on boxing.
Yes.
It's more like what's it called? It's more like assisted help. It's like if a dude that's old said, "Yeah, bro, I just fucked this woman today." Yeah, but we all know how you did that.
Yeah.
It's not because of your age. It's not impressive for your age. It's because you got something special.
Allen, I agree with that, Deed. Allen versus Akhmadov is a good fight. Makhmudov, I got Dave Allen. I got Dave Allen. Makhmudov is dog shit.
What's impressive with that though is that he could actually suck that bad and get to that level. That's what's the impressive.
But you're the one attaching that it's impressive. I'm not telling you that it's impressive. I'm just telling you they succeeded. The goal of a prize fighter is to fight for big prizes, to get to the point that the whole system, all of it, to get a title, to climb up the ranks and get a title. All of it is with the intention of getting at big paydays. Well, they did that. They did do that. So it was a success. It was.
Did you see that video I sent you of Makhmudov wrestling with the bear?
Yeah, I seen that. He do all that shit so he can't take a punch to the stomach, country. What the fuck, bro? Like, he's wrestling with a bear, and if Dave goes to his gut, he's going out, bro. One would if Dave Allen goes to his gut, that dude is going out, bro. I don't have Makhmudov.
I'll take Makhmudov on this.
I'm just look. Beats' video on it. It's like all of that was true. Dave Allen has been in there with more punches than Makhmudov, and he's never been knocked out. He's been in there with way more.
He's never been knocked out?
No. Ortiz didn't knock him out. David Price didn't knock him out. Dillian White didn't knock him out. It's
sure?
a long.
Bro,
I'm telling you, he ain't been knocked out.
Rigman Thomas said it the best. It's a successful scam, Wilder's career.
Yes, that's a
that's how I feel good.
Yes.
Yeah, he got knocked out 4 times, bro. What am I hearing, bro? I knew he's
Dave Allen got knocked out 4 times by who, bro?
Frazier Clark, Dave Price, Tony Yoka, Luis Ortiz.
You bugging. Am I bugging?
I'm on BoxRec. I don't know why this was a surprise.
What?
Yeah.
I don't.
In fact, I think.
Bro, I don't remember Ortiz knocking him out, bro.
Hey, bro.
You
I
know
don't
what?
remember it.
No,
I don't know what
you
to
know
tell you.
it was a referee stop. It's a TKO, ain't it?
Yeah. They're all
It's
TKOs.
that's what I mean,
I
bro.
will no. So some of these are retired in the corner too, I guess.
Yeah, I'm saying that dude ain't been cold slept. He ain't. I think Dave has a better chin than Makhmudov. I do. I think he has a better chin, and his power is comparable. Like Dave got power. Like he do got power. I got Dave Allen, bro. I don't trust Makhmudov. They had the dude that Makhmudov beat. Where did they even find that fucking guy, dog? Like, come on, B. You lost to Guy. You lost to Guido Vianello. You ain't it, bro. You just look scary. You ain't it, bro.
You better stay away from Caballero.
He beat a guy named Ricardo Brown. Never heard of this dude. A Jamaican heavyweight. Wow,
I'm trying
that's
to
a
tell
name.
you.
No, no.
Trying to tell you,
Guido knocked him out.
Yeah.
Shit.
I don't think
you ain't shit.
Makhmudov. I don't think. Well, in fairness,
Yeah.
I'm like, because Guido is an Olympian. In fairness, he is an Olympian. He does come from a decent amateur background. We know he has power. To me, he should have beat a Jogba. I felt he beat a Jogba, right? But it's just saying that Makhmudov is not the goods, bro. That dude, he just looks scary. He not really like that. He just looks scary because he got a little ass head. He got that big ass and that little ass head. It make him look like he the Hulk or something. Like, bro, you ain't even like that. You ain't even.
No, but I'm not talking about Guido's his ass. I'm talking about you see how Guido fights. Guido, if he feels danger, he's gonna retreat. He's gonna use the ring. He's gonna make a slow fight.
Mm-hmm.
If you get knocked the fuck out by Guido, I know you are packing nothing.
Yep. I agree. I'll be right back after these commercial messages.
I'm not gonna lie, Guido's knockout record isn't even that bad. He's got like only 2 guys have gone the distance with him.
Hey man, what the heck is that Polish heavyweight's name that keeps getting knocked out?
Polish heavyweight that keeps getting knocked out. I'm gonna be real. I don't think I know someone that would be that ass.
Any of you guys remember him? He was a Polish dude. He's a heavyweight, but he kept getting knocked out. He got knocked out by Wilder's sparring
Like
partner.
recently?
No, this was like probably a couple.
Are you
years
talking about the small guy? That Wilder knocked him out too?
I think so. It was a white Polish dude. Kalnacki, that's it. Kalnacki.
No, never mind. I was thinking about somebody else. But yeah, I remember Kalnacki.
Him and Makhmudov, man. That might be an okay fight.
I think Kalnacki's got to be retired by now, right?
Probably. I mean, he was getting fucked up.
Yeah, the PBC did a wonder on his career. Holy shit.
Yeah, I actually felt bad for the guy.
Well, but then again, you kind of have to be stupid to reject the Joshua fight for like, what was it? I don't even think he had a fight lined up. He just rejected the fight for no reason.
Right. Well, you know,
and after that, just never made the money back.
He listened to somebody over there, and they screwed him.
Yo, what do you think Al says to these guys? Like, to be honest, because it's like, what do you got to be told to lose out on $8 million?
I'm gonna tell you, it's not about Al, because I don't think all these guys are talking with Al personally. I think that Al talked with his managers and convinced them to do what he wants. That's the problem, because these guys, most of these guys, they are not that dumb, and they're not gonna listen to every guy with a suit, but they're gonna listen to his managers, because those are the guys that supposedly they're gonna fight for their interests. But
I only wonder because of how Eddie talked about it, because I remember how he talked about when he started the zone, and he would be like, yeah, I try to get a fighter to fight over on the zone, and they'd tell me, oh yeah, let me just go talk to Al a minute. And then he's like, the second they say that, bro, they were just gone. They were never coming back.
No, some of those guys, they have to have some kind of a direct line with Al Heyman. But most of those guys, the low bracket guys, no. I think that the managers do their work for them.
Yeah, I would imagine Al probably has some kind of. He's really good at slick talking people.
But you can't be that good. Like I'm sorry, but like
Why can't
if
you
you're
be?
good enough to not to reject $100 million, no, $120 million. What
Well,
does
come
someone have
on. I
to
mean,
tell you to reject $120
this was
million?
Wilder we're talking about, whose brother said they were waiting on the results of the autopsy. So neither one of them. Why do you think
Nah.
Wilder?
No, no,
LeBron,
maybe it's that, but you have to understand that he is Al Heyman. He was his name is closely related to Floyd Mayweather, that he was the most successful boxer in history, in a financial sense. So yeah, his words carry some kind of weight. So I think Wilder knew at some point, maybe not now, but he knew at some point. But most of his success was because of he had good management. It was Golden Boy, it was El Heyman. Yeah, I think he knew at some level that he couldn't have gone that far without them. So he trusts them. Now, rejecting 120 millions, yeah, that's a
that's like ultra Fideo level, man. I mean, come on.
no, but look. If your guys are doing well for you and they promise you they're gonna offer you similar kind of money, you at least have to think about it. Now it didn't work. I'm talking about Wilder. The fact that he rejected that offer because I think he he believed to those guys that yeah, these guys they're gonna get me that kind of money by themselves. So I do not need to cross the street.
Basically, a rumor that came out right after that. That's you hit it on the head. That Al Heyman was there. Al Heyman whispered in his ear, "Oh, 100 mil, that's nothing. That's Mayweather camp money." That was the quote. So that they convinced him that they could get him that money on their own. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Because
I'll whisper in his ear and put a finger in his butt.
Yeah, finger in his butt, hand on his dick. Basically,
I would believe that more than him saying, like, if you told me that he just gave him a hand job, I'd believe that more than you just saying he straight up convinced him to not take $120 million.
No, Brody. Well, fight. Look. Let's not kid ourselves. Fighters are not that bright. I'm not saying that to be funny. They not that bright. To Wilder, Al Heyman is the guy who got Mayweather to his paydays. It's different coming from him. And Al Heyman's his name meant something at that time. If you Wilder, yeah, you gonna listen to Al because Mayweather listened to Al and look at Mayweather. That was the promise that convinced all those fighters to go with Al. That look what he did for Floyd.
That's
so yeah, he could have convinced Wilder like, yo, turn that 100 mil down. We got another plan for you, bro. I could totally see that. Yeah,
that's why I call Wilder the bronze bumpkin because it fit him perfectly.
It didn't take much word from Al to convince these guys of a lot of things that was never going to pan out. You ran into a generational talent. It's not like you built Mayweather. You ran into a generational talent. Right place, right time. That's all that was. Right place, right time. That formula didn't work out with any of the other fighters that came after Floyd. He went to Wilder, whispered in his ear. Yeah, Wilder going to listen to him. Ooh, Mayweather listened to him. I'll listen to him too. You fucked up.
The other thing is, as much as I would like to blame Al Heyman for everything, I have to recognize the fact that you lost. You lost the fight that you're supposed to win, and you had an angle, you had advantage on that fight, and you got a draw, and you got your ass kicked 2 times in a row.
Yeah. That fight was that second fight was the indicator that you have reached the end of the road. Because if you look at when the fight happens, you turn down the 100 million, right? You turn that down. AJ goes on to lose to Ruiz. He rebounds, whatever, but he goes on to lose. You went on to lose after that. That was your window. That was the end of the road. That you should have took that fight. If you would have lost that fight, it wouldn't have been as bad as if you would have lost to AJ. It wouldn't have been as bad as you losing to Fury. Because if you lose to AJ, you lose in a legendary fight. Remember what it would have been? It would have been undisputed, bro. That would have been undisputed. It would have been bigger than Fury and Usyk by
No,
and
that shit would have broke a
large.
million, bro. I
By
maintain
and
to this day
large,
that
that
shit
would
would
have
have broke a
been
million.
bigger than Fury and Usyk. But you lose that fight, you're okay, dog. It's okay. It's still a legendary fight. The way you lost, oh nah. What was the shit he told Radio Raheem? Till this day, all the bullshit. Like, yo, dog, you lost to Fury, bro.
To this
Saying
day.
till this day. You know what I mean? Like, and motherfuckers laughing at that shit till this day.
I still remember when you made the picture of him with the one big eye and had him talking all fast and start laughing at him in the background and shit. That shit was hilarious.
Because I always resented, as a black man, I always resented that
Okay,
look. I always resented what he did to Radio Raheem. Radio Raheem's job is to ask you questions, bro. Don't pigeonhole him. You know exactly what you were doing. You pigeonholed him. He was just trying to get you to say what's on your chest. And you chose to I don't know, like you was trying to make him out to be an Uncle Tom or something just because he asked. Like, dog, the dude's job is asking you questions. So use the platform. And that was another reason I really didn't like him. Like, you just an opportunist, bro. You doing a fake activist shit. Man, get out of here with that bullshit. You literally chose to fight this motherfucker, okay, Harriet Tubman? That motherfucker did not fight in no eliminator, did not go through no process. That motherfucker only got a shot at that belt because you willfully gave him one 2 times. So stop. Fuck out. Yeah, like that shit crazy to me, but people eat it up. They eat it. Like, dog, Fury didn't deserve a title shot. Sefa Furry, Francesco Pianetta. That's what he does before fighting Wilder. He doesn't fight in an eliminator or nothing. No interim or nothing. Only reason he got a shot is because you gave him one. So why you acting? Why? You deserve all of that. All of that. You deserve it. All of it. All of it.
Yeah, I agree.
No, and then go back to the lead up to the second fight. All that. Oh, you was a cokehead. You know, when I found you, you was a brick house. You know, trying to kill. And then it's like, bro, you knew all that, and you chose him.
That's what I'm saying. That's what that you
I
gave
brought
the.
you back.
You gave the game away. That, bro, that's why you picked that dude, because the dude was fat as fuck sniffing coke. You had to choose between accepting what's on the table for you for AJ, and the other thing is that whole thing was stupid, dog. Wilder at his most, when they first came to that guy with the 12.5, that was the first offer. It was a flat offer, 12.5 guaranteed. Brody, you was making like a 1.5, 2 mil at best. They offered you 6 times your highest purse. Every offer was bigger than the last one. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think he ever intended to have that fight, because the way y'all was playing it, it just looked like y'all was trying to make Wilder a self-sustaining organism that draws on his own so that he can continuously have his pick of the litter. That I don't think they were ever gonna make that fight, because AJ's too big. Like, he's international. You at the very most were a domestic, and I don't even want to say a domestic draw, because really that didn't last long. You know, that moment that he had, it didn't last long. It really was up until the first Fury fight and the second Fury fight. So we're talking about a year. You know that Wilder wasn't doing big numbers before that.
No.
So they were trying to turn you. They was trying to turn you into like, oh, you know, in America, Wilder's the man. He's on pay-per-view. But it's that didn't last long, dog. It was the Fury 1, Ortiz 2, then Fury 2, and then the rest is history after that.
I mean, he was on a straight diet of tomato cans up until that point.
I don't know. One thing I still find shocking, and I remember, I think it was on BDA, they like talked about it. They were like, a lot of people like still give PBC credit because they like, you know, they said Wilder was kind of a draw and Tank is kind of a draw, but they're like, but that just proves just how shitty they are, because you had guys, like a heavyweight like Wilder, like right at this moment. Let's say a guy like that just came out of the amateurs of the Olympics. You might have to you might run out of like money to start printing for that guy. But the PBC couldn't make that dude into a big enough star. Tank Davis is at light.
Wait. Some of it is Golden Boy, though. Don't forget that, bro.
Yeah, I forgot. You forgot. But you know what I'm gonna say, and this might be controversial. If he stayed with Golden Boy, I think he could have done something, even with it being like bad fights. Maybe maybe let me try it again. If you just got away from Shelly Finkel, he could have done something.
Maybe, because it's like Golden Boy had him on the Munguia diet.
Yeah.
And you gotta wonder, when the fuck was y'all gonna step him up, Golden? Because remember, all the complaints, a lot of the complaints during the Klitschko era, that was when he was with Golden Boy. Like, yo, when is this dude gonna fight somebody? Most of that was when he was with Golden Boy. He goes to PBC, and it's at PBC that he fought for the title. That is where that happened. But it's like, I see the point you making, that yo, if you have an American athlete and he bronzed, you can turn that into money, especially now when there's a scarcity. Scarcity creates value, and the fact that this guy was, as long as he was around, and he don't really become a draw. He was only a draw for a moment when you think about it, for about 3 fights. If he was a draw, it's for about 3 fights. Fury 1, Ortiz 2, Fury 2, and then it was a shit show after that. Didn't last long.
And the gap between him and Wilder was not even close. AJ came over here and sold out MSG.
20,000 tickets.
Wilder has never sold 20,000 tickets.
That's what I mean. How did you get a fighter from
even
American
with all 3 Fury fights? He never sold at any venue.
Nope,
not one.
Not one.
In regards to Golden Boy, how come they've never really, they don't seem to groom as much talent as like Top Rank and some of the other ones? They don't do that.
Because who wants to trust a cokehead, bro?
That's what I was going to say. That it's a reputation thing too. Because if you notice, a lot of the top amateurs, at least up until this point, it could change now depending on the state of Top Rank, but a lot of the top U.S. amateurs, their management would take them to Top Rank because of that big cash advance, and because they know that Top Rank's going to take care of those guys. They're going to get them big guarantees, which is true. Why you think Keyshawn went over there? Remember, he debuted with Matchroom as a pro, but he made a long-term commitment to Top Rank. Top Rank, they got a good reputation, whereas Oscar, you see how it is with Oscar, between the shit with Canelo and the shit with Ryan. Motherfucker might not want to go over there, bro. Like, nah, Oscar gonna be trying to put his finger in my butt the whole time I'm over there, bro.
All jokes aside,
he can still get guys though. That's not 100% true.
Sometimes,
yeah. But all jokes aside, the reputation, even with his Ryan shit, even though it's Ryan, the reputation Oscar has now, even with crashing out with Canelo, all that other shit, these top level amateurs coming out of the Olympics, or guys who win Golden Gloves, they're not going to look at Golden Boy to be like the first choice. They're just not.
I would say that if it's not Top Rank, it'll be Matchroom.
Eddie.
If it's not Top Rank, because Eddie's reputation is good, that he'll pay you, and he'll pay you on time, and he'll keep you regular,
and you'll be active.
And that's what that's what the American guys say about him. That's what Hitches said about him. That when I went over there, it was different. They had a schedule for me. I knew when I was gonna fight, and I knew when I was gonna fight after that. So
it's more like when I see Bob Arum, I see a businessman. The same way I see a businessman and Eddie Hearn. For them is the business first. Then it gets personal. You can talk your shit, but we are trying to make some money. We're trying to make fights. That's the priority. When I see Oscar, I don't see a businessman. I see more of a politician. Someone that his ego is more important than actually make money.
Yes.
Yeah, that's so true, man.
Yeah.
That's why I try to tell you. You can literally not trust a cokehead. This dude's brain is not fit to be a promoter. Also, Canelo exposed it too. He said he's just like the mascots. The other guys in the background that do all the work.
It's Eric Gomez and them that's doing all the real work. Oscar's just the mouthpiece. Like you think he in the office fucking around in the filing cabinet? No, that dude is going crazy somewhere in the pool. He peeing and shitting in the pool, bro.
I'd say he still has that kind of Latino and Latino American pool though. Like I still see a lot of those guys just straight up go over there.
You're right. And I do think that, like, let me say, if it's David Benavidez, I do think he would be better off at Golden Boy than where he has been. I think if he were with Oscar, he's a guy who I say, Oscar could have got that guy somewhere.
Gabby.
Exactly. So he does have a way about him, but just boiling down the reputations, well, a lot of top US amateurs, there's a reason they don't go to Golden Boy. They'll go to Top Rank, and if they don't go to Top Rank, they'll go to Matchroom.
Also, I'll say this too, like, even though you were giving Oscar like some, like, not much credit, but the thing is, and why I mentioned like Wilder and saying he would have been bigger there, is because like when I kind of look at the guys like overall, between Bob, Al Heyman, and Oscar, I kind of look at Oscar and say, if you want to make a guy that's going to be a draw or has a very good chance of being a draw, I'd send him to Oscar.
I guess, but Oscar had him on the Munguia diet for a very long time, bro. A long time.
But look at it like this: Munguia was on the Munguia diet for a very long time, and remember, you said this, Jules. I'm not gonna let you forget it. The next big star is gonna be Jaime Munguia, right?
Oh shit!
You were real ready about that shit.
Yo, I remember that shit. I was like, what the fuck?
Look, you know what? Touche. But I struggle with that because a lot of the complaints that Wilder got as a fighter were when he was with Golden Boy. A lot of those that was then, yeah. That when is he going to step up? When is he going to fight somebody better? When is he going to fight for a title?
PBC. What changed?
The idea for them to be fair, though, like, again, and that's where the matchmaking comes in. Eric Gomez looks.
What changed with PBC is when he finally did fight for the title against Stavern, that was with PBC. That's what changed. That, the moment he got the PBC, the moment PBC was a thing and he got over there, they got him.
But he was mandatory, no?
Yeah.
So he was
so basically they did nothing though. Yeah, they did nothing then.
I'm not saying that they did a great. I'm not saying that PBC did a great job with this guy. I'm just saying that we can't automatically assume that Oscar would have done better when a lot of the complaints that he got was when he was with Oscar. A lot of it. The 7 years of bums, that's Golden Boy. 7 years of bums, of bum bashing, that was under Golden Boy.
Yeah, but I think people forget, like, it wasn't like he upgraded or something. He went from fighting the barber to the bodega worker, bro. Like, it wasn't really a big hop.
But okay, when you look at it, he doesn't start making, good money until he goes to the PBC. And he doesn't become a thing of any kind until he went to the PBC. Because
I would honestly say that was after the Luis Ortiz fight. Maybe.
But wait, hold on. But when he went to the PBC, right? That's when he went to title. That's around like what, 2014, right?
2014, 2015.
Yeah, I'm not gonna contribute that to the PBC because I know it was around during that time. And what actually got him that money was not the PBC, it was Anthony fucking Joshua.
No. Anthony Joshua starts the buzz around Anthony, not necessarily 2015, not to where Wilder is benefiting from it. That doesn't really start until circa 2016, 2017. That's
after
when
the
that
Dylan
starts.
White fight.
Yes, that's when that starts. But as far as Wilder and PBC and when did things start getting interesting for him, you can say it was 2015 when he got the WBC title. Now, nobody really gave a fuck yet.
Yeah, then.
Nobody really gave a fuck yet, right? They don't start giving a fuck until that British guy is whooping ass. So I agree with that. But getting him to the title, I'm just saying that, yeah, PBC helped him with that because God knows what. Look, the Tristan Kalkaruth kid that they have over there, Golden Boy, what is he even doing?
He just sucks, though. There's not much he can do.
Okay, because Wilder doesn't suck.
Okay, he does suck too, but he's at heavyweight sucking in 2008.
I'm saying that Golden Boy has a penchant for having guys just floating around aimlessly. What is Bektemir Melikuziev even? What? What are you doing?
No, but Wilder didn't become a name till after that Luis Ortiz fight, where they
like that's
Luis
a
Ortiz
while
as a boogeyman.
Yeah,
so you know what I mean? A fake boogeyman.
That and that fight was when was the Luis Ortiz fight?
That was after the Klitschko Joshua fight. That was October 2000. 2017.
But it's just
like 17.
The only point that I'm making is while PBC cannot, I agree. We can't say that PBC did something amazing with Wilder. All I'm saying is neither did Golden Boy, and they had him longer. They had him for a
Fair
while.
enough.
Didn't they?
Fair enough.
It's Wilder's team that decided to be a bump.
Yeah,
That's
like
all it is.
because you look at
Cody
some of
Barnes.
those, you just look at some of those guys that Golden Boy has now, some of the guys they have, some of the guys they had, and they have a penchant for just having guys fighting these aimless fights with no trajectory. Like what are you what are you even doing?
You know what? I will agree with that. Not because of guys like Tristan Calcruth, but I will agree with that because of guys like Ryan Garcia and Virgil Ortiz.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I kind of looked at it, and Xander was like, yo, you're not a champion. And people saying, oh, but he fought better guys than you. I was thinking about it, I was like, yeah, but, and this might sound fucked up, but who the fuck cares?
I'm not gonna lie,
Like,
Xander.
it's kind of getting there, bro.
No. Like I
Virgil
said it
hasn't done bad though.
The point you made, Ray, I agree with all of that because I'm like, yeah, Virgil fought some good guys, but damn, my dude, you 27. You ain't fought for a title yet. He's 27,
Like,
bro.
Yeah, he still ain't got a title.
How old
man.
is? Oh, Xander's young. I know Xander's.
Xander's 22, bro.
Xander's 22. Damn, yeah. The Golden
That's
Boy. Golden
I
Boy
had
be
the
taking
same,
their time.
bro. I had the same moment that Ray had. That I'm like, damn, Xander 22. And then you think about it, Brody. I don't have to compare Xander's resume to yours because that boy is 22.
Yeah, he ain't been around that long yet.
Been around that long. What the fuck is he supposed? What the fuck is he been supposed to
He's
have
only
done?
Francis Bartholomew, bro.
So
that's what I mean.
Wait, I forgot.
No, who are you talking?
He said he's only 22.
Nah, but that's what I mean. It's like, okay, like Virgil's like 27, right?
Yep.
He's like a year younger than Shakur Stevenson.
And look how much Shakur has accomplished.
That's
Wait,
like,
wait. Are you saying that Virgil is the Grand Prairie Frank Martin?
Nah, I'm not doing that.
Still
I'm
got time. Let's
not
not
doing
do that.
Let's not
Frank's
go
like
that
32.
far, man.
I think Frank's
But it's
turning 32 this year or some shit like that.
But it's like Brian's like what, 24?
Just that. Look, some portion of it, and somebody reminded me of it the other day. That look, some portion of it is the rhabdomyolysis that costed him a bit of time. But
that's Golden Boy's fault.
Let's call that a year. So let's shave off a year from this. Okay, 26-year-old Virgil, you still haven't fought for a title. Still haven't fought for a title.
Injuries upon injuries. Now he has a hand injury.
Yo, Ricardo Sandoval got a title before Virgil Ortiz. I never thought I'd see that.
Bro.
Respectfully to Ricardo
Romero
Sandoval.
got 2 titles before Virgil Ortiz, bro.
No. That's
it's like, and the shit is that
that shit.
I'm not trying to apologize for the kid, right? I don't put it on Virgil so much as like, your Golden Boy, what are you doing? You should be kicking down the WBC's door to order the fight between Virgil and Sebastian. You're not. Okay, there's a fucking 42-year-old Lara at middleweight with a WBA title. Virgil could beat him.
Bro, Virgil should go to 160, bro. If you ask me.
What y'all got him doing, dog? Like, what is the plan here?
You know
dog?
what it is with Golden Boy? I've always felt like the focus should have been Virgil, especially these last 3 years.
Of course,
I've been telling you to switch to Virgil, but Oscar's too focused on Ryan. I guess Ryan has too much of a following.
Yeah, but also Oscar knows now because remember, it's out there now. The next fight is the last fight of the deal. There's no chance Ryan re-signs with Golden Boy. He's been trying to get away from them for years. So he's trying to cash him out. I don't
think Ryan comes back at all.
Bro, he shouldn't be boxing, bro.
Honestly, I don't even want to talk about that guy.
He should be a Twitch.
Why don't we get Virgil and Virgil? Who's he fighting now?
I don't know who he's gonna fight in the fall. They say he's coming back in October.
He should fight fucking. Oh, actually, we know they said on the boxing voice. Apparently, they sent Keith Thurman offered.
Yeah. Okay. I don't mind that fight. I don't mind that fight, by the way. But go ahead, Leo.
So I do.
Before you move on, okay. I understand the criticism against Oscar, but let's take, for example, Canelo. That guy is crazy. That guy was crazy. He really thought that he was going to outbox Floyd Mayweather at 22 years old. So, and he took that fight. He lost by a wide margin, but he took that fight. In the case of Virgil, they offered you Terence Crawford. There was a champion right there for you to fight, and you rejected him twice. So, yeah, I can say Oscar, all you want, but some of that is you didn't want to take a chance against Terence Crawford. I don't blame you. I think at that time Terence Crawford would have fucking beat you.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you had the chance to make your at least say that you fought for a title, and you didn't take the chance.
Not all. I would say that not all of it boils down to just he didn't fight Terrence, because that's just one fight. It's a larger picture that Golden Boy, okay, what is your overall plan for Virgil Ortiz? Because outwardly, it doesn't look like it's the fight for a title. Generally, it doesn't look like that's your plan. I don't think you want him to fight Murtazali if it's not him, but you're not pressuring the WBC to order the Fundora fight. And Virgil has literally been interim champion for a year. He won that shit in August of last year.
Yeah.
And I don't see y'all, we want that Fundora. My dude, he had it for a year. This what I mean.
They're fucking up. They're fucking up his career right now, honestly.
Yeah, like if you saying, okay, look, when Virgil come back, we need Sebastian. You need to come see us. But I don't see nobody doing that. Virgil not doing that. I don't see Oscar doing that. And that's a fight. I'm like, dog, okay, you want to put Virgil in a fight that makes sense, that will do something for him, not just for his pocket, but his legacy. Fundora. Yeah. Now's the time.
Okay, I'm gonna be more direct. Look, you know, and everyone knows that Virgil had not even had problems making welterweight. He had a really rough time making welterweight for a while. Now, who do you think was the decision to stay at welterweight for all those years? Do you think it was about Oscar or it was his team? Because I do remember his father. There were accusations that his father was training him to death, basically.
Yeah. True.
So, if I have to blame someone for how Virgil Ortiz's career has been conducted this far, I blame his team. Because
you could blame his team a bit, dog, but it's up to the promoter to create a path for the fighter, a plan for the fighter. Look at what Eddie doing with Boots. That's a plan, though. Whether you like the plan or not, that's a plan. With Hitchens, there was a plan. You go to Matchroom, they devise a plan for you. I'm not saying that Virgil is blameless, that he's the Jesus Christ baby. I'm just saying that Golden Boy have a fighter doing a lot of nothing. Because it's like that with a lot of their guys. What the fuck did they have Shane Mosley Jr. doing?
Bro,
what?
They had Charles Conwell doing nothing for years.
Nothing, and he was over there for a minute. They didn't have him doing
got
nothing.
A title 2 years ago. Title shot like 2 years ago.
And that's the point that I made, Leo, that Golden Boy has a penchant of just occupying fighters with bullshit in no particular direction. Like what are you doing? Fulgrim, Shane Mosley Jr., Melakuziev, fucking Cal Caruth. Like, what are these guys? Like,
who the fuck? You guys keep saying this Cal. Who the fuck is this Cal Caruth?
He's a cruiserweight. He's a young kid. He's a cruiserweight. He looked halfway decent a couple of years ago. He was. Now he's a shit show. Like he's
Fulgrim. Isn't that a Killer Instinct character or something like that?
That could have been. For sake, look. The point is, Golden Boy have a guy just fighting to be fighting. Basically, you just fighting to be fighting, because they're not angling towards nothing. And I see that with Virgil. That I'm like, how you been interim champion, and the hot topic is not the Fundora fight. Fundora coming off of 2 good wins. He's one of the somebodies at 154. He's arguably the most recognizable champion. How are y'all not beating down his door?
And Virgil would win that fight, bro.
Why not beat down Xander's door? Like, it's just a top rank fighter, and you guys are cool with top rank.
Because the thing is, look, I'm not a fan of Ja or nothing, but I know that fight could be big for American boxing. I don't even want that yet. I don't want that yet.
Honestly, bro,
I don't want that yet.
We gotta stop the marinating shit, bro.
Yeah,
No,
bro.
Let's
Like
not
I
do
nah,
that,
said,
nah,
bro.
shut
nah,
that
nah,
It's
soft
nah.
that
over,
shit
bro.
down,
It's
bro.
over, Julius. Let's not do that shit no more, bro. You see what happens every single time we do that
We
shit?
we marinated for the truly big fights. I don't think this is one of them, bro.
Nah, this could be a big. Come on, don't be like that. This
Nah,
could be a
I
this
am
could
gonna be like that.
this
That
could,
motherfucker's
Actually,
27. That motherfucker's 27, bro.
yeah.
Shut that soft
No,
that
I
shit up, bro.
am.
No,
He
listen.
27 years old,
It's
bro. He 27. Stop that shit.
Yo.
It's not 22
no, it's
versus
facts.
You
22. He is a
stupid.
27-year-old man.
He's facts. Honestly,
oh
Virgil has some
shit.
crazy ass knockouts. He should have gotten that like some level of relevancy now, but it still is just the
And that
hardcores that know him.
isn't that another problem that Virgil should be one? Virgil is not in boring fights, irrespective of how he looked. He looked great. He didn't look great. He's never in a boring fight.
Never.
He should be way bigger
You
bigger
know what?
than.
It's because that year he spent inactive.
Yeah,
A year and a
that,
half almost.
okay, I'm saying that was a minute ago. Like, yeah, the year
Yeah.
affected him. Not saying it didn't, but that was a minute ago. He's literally had 4 fights since then, bro. 4.
Also, nah,
Yeah,
I'm
but
gonna
I
be
mean,
real
he's
though.
he
Like,
fought
even
Makhmudov, bro.
Kaka,
That should be
bro.
like a
Against
segue to a
Kaka.
title, yo.
but even before he went inactive though, like he low key, I don't know what it was, but he wasn't building shit. Like I think it was like the fight he had with McKinson, nobody cared.
Nobody cared.
I did like the Mean
Like it
Machine
just
fight. I
happened.
like that one on paper at least.
Bro,
That
the shit is
yes.
the shit is I like that. Do you kind of see what I'm getting at though? They not pushing him like Golden Boy is like y'all not doing enough for that dude. Yeah, I just it don't feel like it. Like
Nah,
y'all
the
not
Mean
doing enough
Machine
for that dude.
now, yeah, but the Mean Machine
You,
fight
you
wasn't bad.
you know what it
And
might
then
be, bro?
McKinson was undefeated at that time.
Shout out
Yeah,
to
no one cared.
Adnan. Shout out to Adnan. He says Virgil wants a vacant title outside the IBF.
Yeah.
I mean,
Why not because the rehydration
As
shit.
opposed to an email title?
yeah, because if it's the IBF, you know they're gonna hit him with that 10 pounds. He don't. Nobody
Yeah.
wants
12,
to
it's
deal
12
with
now.
that. Nobody wanted. Yeah, because he's at 154. I forgot.
Yeah.
But nobody want to deal with that. Like that goes back to that question: how come the IBF's rankings never have any familiar faces? That's why
Yeah, that's a
nobody
big
want to
reason.
deal with that. Nobody
No
wanna deal
top
with
level
that
fighter
shit.
wants to be hit with a rehydration clause.
Yeah, nobody want
Quote,
to deal with
quote,
that
quote
shit.
unquote top level.
No,
Word,
I
right?
mean any fighter, bro. There's very few guys I've seen that have just been like, you know what, bro? I'm cool just taking this 10 pounds in the
Yeah,
morning.
I don't
bro.
need to drink. Who the fuck needs water,
Hitchison
bro?
took that shit as soon as
Like, yo.
Scipio
Who the
got rid
fuck
of the
needs to
title.
drink water, bro? Fuck that shit. I'm going
Unless
to
you're
IBF.
Richardson Hitchens, bro, and you act like a pussy. That besides him.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's why a lot of guys don't go that route. But
Oh,
yeah,
by the way, do you ever see Richardson Hitchens like when he got confronted by Matias about that shit?
yeah, I seen that shit. I seen
He said that shit
That
plain
fight
as
is not
day.
happening.
He was like, yo, you think I'm gonna fight you with a 10-pound rehydration clause? I was like, you fucking pussy.
And I started off the show talking about shit like that like American morale is low. It is low. That it's like motherfuckers don't really want to do this shit. You basically let it be known I was not gonna fight you, though. Like
On
I ain't
camera.
you let
On
it be known
camera.
I was not really trying to
Bro,
fight
because
you,
that
dog.
means that because we all know what kind of cloth he's cut from, bro. He's bitch made.
But who
And then
in the
He
media
pull
was
up a,
gonna
that's
ask
why
him?
you pull up a George
No,
Kambosos.
and that's the other thing that the media is powerful
Who's gonna
now.
ask him?
The media is powerful now, and people will watch that video that you know, people that write articles, people that do videos. You know, my low ass channel, I said my shit, right? But I'm saying channels that are bigger than mine, media outlets that are bigger than this, they didn't lambast him. That's where American boxing is. Instead, let's root for Clarissa to fight a 47-year-old that's been out for 18 years. The GOAT. Y'all celebrate so much fucking bullshit and then wonder why American boxing is in the fucking toilet. This dude basically admitted he ducked. And y'all not gonna put him on the spot. Like, yo, wait a minute.
Nobody will. Nobody will.
So how come, and it's simple. Oh, so you could fight in eliminators with a weight cap, but you didn't want to fight the champion with a weight cap. Now you could fight Liam Bottle with a weight cap, but you didn't want to fight Subriel with a weight cap.
It's so pussy, bro. It's
And
just
you
so
see what?
pussy.
And you see, bro. That's why he's Haitian until further notice. He's not New York.
Whoa,
guy.
whoa, 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 whoa,
That's
whoa,
crazy.
whoa.
That's crazy.
We're not
Fucking
doing
Haitian.
that. We're not doing
He's
But
that.
Haitian until further
but
notice.
that's how comfortable. This is how comfortable you got. Rolly Romero targeting a 46-year-old Manny Pacquiao, and they lap it up. They lap it up. They don't crucify these guys for this bullshit. So they get more and more comfortable doing it. Clarissa does a bunch of bullshit.
They lower the standard of expectation, bro.
There's people literally, yo, Layla ducking, yo. I'm like, yo, this
Bro,
not real.
Those
not
dudes
real.
haven't watched 5 Clarissa fights, bro. They have not. They can't name 3 Clarissa opponents. They
How
cannot.
the fuck? How even like the woman been retired for 20 years, yo? You want to see that?
Really?
Bro.
Like these guys are.
They lap it up,
crazy,
and
bro.
that's a big part of the problem. That you have people in the media, people that call it out, people that shame the fighters. Like now, not everybody trying to be friends with the fighters. They want to get invited.
There's no
to the
shame anymore.
They want to get invited to the cookout. They want to take selfies.
There's no shame anymore because people.
They
like,
want to
as
fuck
long as
the
you're getting the
fighter.
bag. As long as
Some
you're
of
getting
them.
the bag.
As long as he's getting, and it's like, yo, like, do y'all get tired of being parakeets? Cause that shit, like catchphrase, the bag. I'm so sick of hearing the fucking. Oh God, I'm so sick of that shit. Like the bag. Like you don't get tired of saying shit that you heard another
What does that
motherfucker
have
say.
to do with you, though? That's my thing. Like, what does that have to do with you? I've never said that one time about any fighter. Like, I'm so happy he's getting the bag.
I think
like,
dick eating and clout chasing is a real thing now. Like because I was just reading through the comments of some shit earlier, and it was nothing but dick eating, clout chasing. It's like I want this fighter to really like me. Here's the thing, yo, for real, like motherfucking who was it? I think it was H2O. No, H2O got mad at me.
Oh, I saw that shit.
He wasn't really.
I saw that post.
He wasn't really mad.
When I read it, he didn't look that mad.
No, yeah, he wasn't really mad, but he didn't like something that I said. And then I seen a content creator pop, you should come to my channel where we respect the fighters. And
Oh,
gay. Gay. I was like, yo, and I could listen. I can't be that. I can't do that. I was taught if you don't have enemies, you're not about shit.
But he seems respectful. You should reach out. I think.
No. You don't understand.
Like he was listening to the live. He wasn't watching your video. It looked like he was listening to the live.
No. He was. Look. Here's the thing. One, I'm not an interview guy. I'm just not like, bro. I don't want to. I respect. I know it would be like. I agree with you, Michael. Like I know that would add to it. It would add to it if I actually talk to some of these guys. But the shit is, I'm not a dude that's go. I don't feel right adjusting my personality for nobody. I don't give a fuck if you box. I don't feel right. I can't do that.
Then literally don't.
No, because I see.
That's the real nigga in you, bro.
My dude, I see how people get the access, and yo, you know what I'm saying? And when you told it, I can't do that. I can't do that, bro.
Literally.
No, because you want to know what quote would perfectly describe Jules? Is when Rick Sanchez says, he's like, I'm not nice. Nice people, they just want to hedge their bets. It's like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna fucking change who I am so that way I can make you feel comfortable enough to talk to me. Like, no, fuck you.
I respect the guys that do it. I'm not knocking they hustle. Different things are for different people. But I can't be that guy that I can't be that guy that hangs off your every word, because I don't actually think you're that important. This is entertainment. You understand? You're not a soldier.
You don't have to. Just ask him is all I'm saying. Ask any of them.
I will
say they want to.
Because you don't see. No, because you don't see the transformers.
I get it.
And when you told him that shit, when he said, yo, and then you just, yeah, I'm good.
And I get it. A lot of these fighters nowadays, especially, bro, they
ask a lot of them.
They want to be stroked, bro.
My dude, the other thing is that they assholes. A lot of them.
Yeah,
you think you could have a normal conversation with a Teofimo? A normal conversation where you ask normal questions? Do you think you can have a normal conversation with Shakur? Soon as you say something that as start breakdancing on everything, bro. You can't talk to them cats because they too ego driven. That's why I can't do it. I can't do that. If I can't talk normal, and I know I can't, because I see how people gotta get just to talk to y'all cats, how they gotta get. And you think you well important when in here it's gonna come out that like, yo, it's not that big a deal, bro. You don't want to fight, don't fight.
I will
I'm
say
gonna
this though.
I'm gonna watch somebody else.
Shout out to that dude that one time he was interviewing Edgar Berlanga, and he flat out told him to his face, he was like, "My nigga, you are not big in New York. Niggas don't know you." I had to respect it. I was like, damn. He was like, that Canelo fight didn't do what you think it did, gang. Like I had to respect it, bro. I was like, damn.
I can't respect that, bro. Yeah, because the media, the role of the media is to keep the athletes in check so that they don't think they're bigger than the sport. Because now you have a bunch of guys that y'all ain't like that, but they all think they're bigger than the sport. They all think they're stars because they are allowed to. You got an army, a legion of content creators. Yo, you come to my channel, yo, you talk to me, yo, you saying this shit is crazy. Nah, I can't do that.
You end up looking like
do
boxing
that,
ego,
bro. I'm
sorry,
sorry,
bro.
I can't do that, bro. And I'm 42. What the fuck I look like?
Talking about
good.
leg tattoos and shit.
I'm good, homie. It's not that deep, bro.
Honestly, look, talking on some journalist shit. For me, there's two kinds of journalists. The ones that they are of some serious shit they're trying to uncover, for example, are a criminal enterprise or their war journalism. They are deep. They are from integrity, and they are the other guys that the TMT kind of journalism, the entertainment kind of journalism. And more and more, what I see is not in integrity. I see those kind of guys that they're gonna try to take pictures of you when they're taking a shit, if you can, for a couple of dollars.
Real shit. But also,
That's most of boxing media, though.
It's the clout demon. The clout demon is hidden in the algorithm, and he tries to get you with the promise of the clicks. The clout demon. You don't see all these dudes want to be friends with the boxers. They all want to be friends. I don't want to be your friend,
buddy.
I don't want to be. I don't like people. You don't know that about that. Most people don't know that about. I don't like people. I'll be away for. I could be by myself for a long time, bro. I really don't like people. Quiet as kept. I could deal with them, but I don't like them. So the idea that I gotta lap it up and that's just when you go, yeah, I can't do that. I cannot. I respect. Now there were serious journalists out there. Radio Raheem is a serious journalist, not a sycophant. Marcos Villegas is a serious journalist, not a sycophant, right? Steve Kim, same thing. There are very few guys like them left, though. Very few. And what you see a high abundance of, the content creators, bro, you just trying to get invited to Teofimo baby shower, bro.
But here's the thing.
Shit
I
like
would
that.
only agree with Steve with what you guys just said, but the other two, I can't agree because they're not asking the hard questions, bro.
No, Marcos, bro, I've been watching Marcos do this thing for years. That dude asks real questions, bro. And he don't suck dick neither. Like he don't do that. He asks real questions.
Is he gonna ask Richardson Hitchens? Is he gonna ask Richardson Hitchens why he didn't want to fight Subriel on the rehydration clause?
I think. Look. I think if he had interviewed him, right, about that, I think he would have asked him because I've seen Marcos sort of poke around, ask questions. I've seen him do that. I don't think he would be afraid to ask that question.
Why aren't these guys even doing social media posts? Like they have
because the other thing is these managers and these guys, they filter who they want to talk to. It's not like they want to talk to everybody. They want to talk to whoever's going to give them a hand job.
That is true.
Talk to whoever's.
But that's why I'm saying you get around that. You do your own posts on Twitter. Your own, like
I did think about it. Like I should probably go back to doing interviews. I would like to do that. But two things. I'm actually uninterested in what you have to say because I know what you're going to say. The only reason I did interviews before, the only reason was to try to help people that don't get talked to get interviews. That's the only reason I did it before. I'm not interested in what, really? I don't care what Shakur has to say. I don't care what Teofimo has to say. I don't care what Richardson Hitchin has. I don't care about none of that. I know what you're going to say. I already know. I guess I would, maybe the only way I could do that is to unplug. Yo, dog, I'm not even here to find out what you said. I'm just here to ask and make money. That's the only way I could come at it. That it's content. I'll just ask. Because it's, to me, I find it nauseating the way I see people get just to get a little bit of, like, man, you doing all that for what? The fuck you so excited about?
I will say this though, I actually do agree with Ash and Sylvie kind of on the whole situation. That shit is fucked up.
I think it's fucked up, but my thing is, I think it's fucked up. Like, I know that they buttered him up, but my thing is, that's what they all do. They all do that.
It's literally business, bro.
It's the standard. If it was just them, I would say, yeah, that's fucked up on them. But when I'm like, yo, dog, remember Devin Haney said the same shit because he couldn't get tickets to Joshua versus Dubois because he couldn't get it for free.
Hey, Ring IQ, Ronnie Miller Jr.'s got one for you.
What you say? Ring IQ, you should. Yeah, I'm good.
wait, what? What happened?
That nigga ain't even finished the comment.
Oh,
what I look like? What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna, hey, yo, Guo, come. What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna slide in her DMs on a stream of baby oil. Come holla at your boy. Nah, I'm good, homie.
You gonna be ice skating on baby oil and shit?
me personally,
figure eight.
I could not be less interested in that kind of content because the only content I interested.
Hey, Lady Chan supports it, bro.
The only content I interested is in the relay coming from you, because interviews. Why I will need to hear your lies? Because that's what basically you're gonna do. No, you are been lying for years, but right now, you're gonna tell me the truth. Exactly. Of course.
I used to watch every interview, bro. I used to. About like 2-3 years ago, I stopped. I'm like, yo, all these guys are full of shit. I don't watch any interview now.
Michael, now you understand that these interviews could be anywhere in between 10 minutes to as long as 30 minutes. Most of it is just fucking bullshit. Yeah. Most of it, bro, is just fluff and bullshit. I don't even listen. You don't understand. I don't even want to talk to you, motherfucker. I don't want to hear what the fuck you got to say.
Exactly.
I don't
Not even
care.
just the interviews, but even what these fighters have to say. Like when they be on Twitter going back and forth.
Yeah,
I'm just tired of those.
That
now.
shit is.
I used to read those. I don't even read the back and forth now.
It's super corn, bro. Like Teofimo and Shakur doing it right now, and I'm like,
are they doing it right now again?
Literally, yes, bro.
Oh my goodness.
Like, I don't even fucking.
It's like
care.
a weekly thing, bro.
Get out of here, y'all doing
Are
that?
y'all gonna fight?
Shit.
Y'all gonna fight
or what?
Shakur and not Shakur. Virgil and what's his name?
Xander
was doing it last week. I'm like, how about you two fucking fight each other?
Like I like it. Look, if the fight made, cool, talk shit. Like when David Adilier was talking to TKV.
I like that shit.
I'm truth. You're gonna see. I'm truth. Trust me. I'm the truth. Trust me. Yeah, like if it's for something, yeah. Y'all motherfuckers squabbling to not fight.
Yeah.
Always got to not fight. Like, bro, how long you gonna be arguing with motherfuckers, bro? You was arguing with Devin and you arguing like you.
And the shit's retarded. Like Virgil's literally telling Zayas to go fight a top 10 opponent. And
you are a top 10 opponent.
Like,
how about you fight him?
How about you guys fight each other, bro?
Michael, you just strolled on something I've been seeing online for so long. I'll see someone say, yo, Zayas ain't fought nobody. Zayas did. I'm like, all right, cool. But he tried to fight Virgil. That motherfucker said no.
That's a fact. That's a whole fact, bro.
Like, what was he supposed to do? put a gun to his head and say, "Yo, Virgil, you don't fight me tomorrow."
Yep.
That's why I can't. That's why I
The
really
fans
can't.
are retarded too.
I can't.
Bro.
Yeah, because all the fans is possessed by the clout
Faggots,
demon.
bro.
Like,
Everywhere, bro.
honest, but it's the clout
Clout
demon,
demon.
bro. All these little motherfuckers. See, the problem with the American boxing fan now is it's too many guys trying to be chiefs and not enough indie. Also, all of y'all is a media page, basically. Everybody got a space now. Everybody trying to do the media thing. And everybody, yeah, come to my channel, yo, come to my... For what, dog? So you can ask him what kind of mustard he put on his hot dog, bro?
Oh, there'll be guys who do spaces. They don't even make any money. They just like the notoriety on Twitter, bro.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
just... It's
Come to my space. Come
I'm
to my
telling you,
space.
it's the clout demon, bro. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, it's the thing that you just want to be associated with whatever you perceive as being great. You know, I don't, and maybe that's where I defer. I don't perceive that as being great. The fighters I've been watching, they rise and fall like the wheat. Fighters get forgotten. Fighters come and go. A fighter that is hot today, a year from now, might not be shit. There are so many examples that how could you place that much value? Like, I don't. If that makes me fucked up, so be it. But that's the view I have. They're like, dog, here's an example. 2 years ago, Tim Tszyu was the man at 154. The next big thing. Today,
There's
look.
nothing no more.
Better example, Josh Taylor. That dude looked like a pound for pound number
right?
6 or whatever. Now retired. I've seen some people go as far to say that dude's just a bum.
For real. I don't put the emphasis on these individual people, and it's like the clout demons. Yeah, like, oh, I want to be friends with Clarissa. I wanted to, like, yo, they just people, fam. The fuck wrong with you? Those are just
and they're
people.
pretty
Those
fucking
are just
arrogant people, like full of themselves and shit.
yes, Melodies. I can't deal with that. Like, yo, dog, it's just entertainment. I can't stress this enough that you're not a soldier. Don't get it twisted. You're not a soldier. You're not fighting in a war. You're not fighting for me. You fighting for your pocket. I'm not mad at that, but I'm saying, like, can we stop making this shit out to be something that it ain't? You fighting for your wallet.
Nah, Jules, what are you talking about? You gotta support these fighters unconditionally through everything, no matter what happens. Like you married to the nigga.
Motherfucking T Street. Shout out to T Street. He said the shit better than me. What's all this advocating? All this altruistic, like, man, I don't give a fuck about that shit. I am here to watch y'all.
That harkens me back to Wilder,
This
man.
is, man, shut the fuck up. Country. No, I'm just playing. He made such a great point, T Street, that you see all this like bleeding heart shit, and it coincidentally, this is the weakest era of American boxing I've ever seen. So clearly, this altruistic bullshit is not doing anything. Oh, the fighter, you gotta fighter, man, get off the fucking fighter's dick, bro. The fuck out of here with
Meanwhile,
that
the
shit.
fighter's not doing shit.
Basically, y'all advocating for Teofimo to sit out the rest of the year. Basically, don't fight. Fuck it, right? Don't fight. Y'all advocating for Javante to not fight Lamont again. Basically,
like, bro, we've had 4 champions at 140 for 3 years now. Like, think about that.
It harkens me back to Wilder when he was telling that one young fan, "We're fighting a war," you know, and all that shit. It's like, dude, really?
And
what
I'm
war
not.
are you talking about?
I like the UK. Like, I really like the UK guys more and more because they are about that action, but they don't do all that. Like, man, get out of here, man. Like,
four guys at 140. Now one of them has a fight right now. They could. We'll take out Subiel. Subiel just fought.
Yeah,
3
Subiel
guys.
just fought.
Y'all could fucking unify. It's not gonna happen. Honestly, Matchroom should be making that. They banned Teal from Riyadh season. Matchroom, put in the money, make the Teal unification.
Nope, can't happen. Can't happen.
Yes,
you know
it
damn
can.
well that's not happening.
Eddie needs to stop
You're
being cheap.
ridiculous.
I'm not
It's
gonna
not
lie,
gonna
Eddie's
happen.
fucking up, bro. What's
my
going on, with
dude,
Eddie?
my dude, you look. This the problem, though. This the problem. You let a Teofimo strong arm you for a Richardson Hitchens fight, and then it flops. It's not as simple as saying, "Oh, well, you'll get the money back later." Not with Richardson Hitchens. You understand that you could take a hit now and recoup it later if it's a guy that has a lot of potential. But it's like, what, we gonna break the bank to get Hitchens Teo? We ain't gonna make no money off of Hitchens. We not. The fuck
like,
we doing?
And people forget, like, yo, that's a cool fight. Like, everybody here, everybody in the chat, every hardcore will probably say that's a pretty good fight. But it's like, yo, if that's not really a fight that I even want to pay for that much, that's not a pay-per-view. I don't want to pay
I'll
for it.
be real with you.
I would, but
you took the words out my mouth, because before that fucking
That's
fight,
not a pay-per-view. That's a DAZN.
before that, I'd rather see Subriel fight either of them. I'd rather see Subriel fight Gary Antoine Russell than watch Tio and Hitchens fighting. That's a boring fight, bro. I
Any
know
fight
that
with Hitchens is boring. But just
no, not if it's Matias. If it's Matias or Gary Antoine Russell, sign me up. Sign me up for those. But Tio, like, I don't want to see that bullshit.
And Michael, you have to stop doing that shit. It's the same shit that you did with the fucking David Benavides versus Callum Smith.
What?
You were blaming Callum Smith because he didn't take the off. Dude, David Benavides got offered that fight for a fuck ton of money.
Yes, he did.
And now he has to accept an offer from David Benavides because David Benavides is now a champion now for less money that he got from Boazzi. So no, dude. And in this particular Teofimo fact shit, okay, Teofimo is gonna need crazy money to unify.
Yes, sir.
So every time that Teofimo goes into the ring, he's gonna ask for the same thing. So every promoter has to lose his fucking ass. Just
basically,
but here's the thing.
You see what I mean?
This is why I brought it
no,
up.
but listen to me.
Tio doesn't have a fight right now,
bro. Listen to me. You can't let these fighters dictate to you, and the fighters are not gonna like this. But you know what? If you leave it up to the fighters, this whole fucking house burns down. I kid you not, because they don't fucking care.
But Tio doesn't have anybody right now.
Bro, what do you don't understand? If 11 mil was not enough to get this fucking clown in the ring with Devin, well, what is he gonna ask Eddie for to fight Hitchens, bro? I'm telling you that, that fight, honest to God, commercial value of that fight, the whole thing, bro, $4 million. The whole thing. His person, that's not a big, bro. Hitchens is popular. Hitchens sell. No. Does Tio sell? Not really. That's a $4 million fight at the most.
Michael, you have to let those motherfuckers starve.
There you go. That's the answer. Tio, since you're such a fucking businessman,
I'm okay with never seeing Tio ever again. I don't give a fuck. I'm just saying, like, that'd be the smartest play. Plus, I think, when Turkey offered him that, that's when Tio had options. Tio here today does not have no options no more.
Bro, the shit is you can't encourage these guys and allow them to waste your time. That, okay, let's go to Tio, let's see what he wants. And he's gonna ask for the moon and the stars, bro. This you look, do you honestly think that Tio would take that fight for anything less than $5 million? That is the least number. I'm telling and I'm telling you that you can't incur, like, bro, that overall that is a $4 million fight. That's not a huge fight.
Also, Michael, another thing is you keep saying he has nothing left. As much as you think this couldn't happen, it's very well he can just go to Top Rank and say, yo, give me a quick little title defense, give me $1 million for it, and I'll re-sign with y'all.
Yeah,
Michael, you have to stop being wrong.
You got
okay.
Am I wrong?
I'll be right back.
Yo, someone just said it in the chat, and I just realized, like, Edwin De Los Santos really hasn't had a fight since that horrendous Shakur Stevenson fight in 2023, bro.
No, wait a minute. I thought he did fight again.
Nah. Still has not fought anyone. Nah, has not touched a single person. You can look it up right now. That dude's.
Are you double sure though?
Yeah, because he didn't fight Keyshawn Davis, and that was it.
Okay, so he was supposed to fight somebody and he didn't do it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was supposed to be Keyshawn, then that fight pulled out.
Yep, you go look at that box rec.
That's right.
November 16th, 2023. Last fight.
Damn.
2023? Damn.
Yeah, man. It's kind of sad too, because he's not even he's actually not an old fighter. He's actually pretty young. Or well, now he's like 26, but before he was very young.
Stagnant.
Where is
But
Edmund from?
he's
Where's he come
Dominican.
from? Dominican Republic.
But he did have a blood clot in his toe, apparently. So that's what was the holdup for a year. Some shit like that.
That's
Who had a blood clot in the toe?
De Los Santos,
De Los
apparently.
Santos.
Ah, damn.
That's just
Well,
kind of
honestly,
sad though. Like
he has no reason to not have a fight right now.
He has a good reason. He's with the BBC.
That is true.
Is he? I heard didn't he do something with like Jay Prince recently
He
or
has
something?
he has the same shit as yeah, he's with James Prince now. He has the same type of deal like
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah.
He can't be fucked with if that's the case. I don't think PBC can do that shit to him anymore. Shit, Al Heyman might get a visit or something.
Yeah.
What weight is he now? That's 135. What's his ranking?
Nowhere. He's been to Inactive. They don't got him in rankings.
Really? Even for
No. Yeah, he's done.
WBC?
Like you can't.
Even WBC?
WBC,
they be allowing that shit.
Yeah, but it's like it's some guys they do it for, but I think they've kind of cleaned up the whole we're gonna take 1,000 years to get someone out of the rankings thing now.
Cleaned up.
A little bit. Not too much, but they're not out here like, hey man, we understand you haven't been in the rankings since 2009. But in 2026, we think you're gonna come back.
Yo, I need a fight.
Or is that the WBA I'm thinking about?
To sue the WBC and make them almost go bankrupt like the last guy did, bro. Who was the guy that sued the WBC again?
You mean the guy that sued the WBC because the WBC allowed Roy Jones to be a pussy? That was Rocky Riccigiani.
Yeah, bro. We need somebody to do that shit again. Honestly, Virgil should do that shit for
what?
For that Fundora fight, bro.
Hey, look. Like Leo said, like Jules said, I don't think that man's asking for it.
I don't see why not. You would win that fight. What the fuck?
Possibly, but look, I think I don't know what it is. I don't know why they just take so long. I did remember Oscar saying like kind of recently, because I think they had a fight with what's his name scheduled, with Bachrach scheduled at one point, and Virgil just didn't do it, or maybe not scheduled, but they were talking about it. And basically, Oscar said like, look, man, he's had like 2 really hard fights back to back. We don't want him in a third one.
That's fair. Bohochuk and what do you call it?
Madrimov.
Those are good fights, bro. Those are good.
Though I kind of disagree with it when he says Madrimov was a tough fight. Like that shit didn't look tough at all.
Nah,
that shit looked kind of like a stroll.
With what, against Bud or Virgil?
Virgil. Like that shit looked light work, to be honest.
Yeah, it didn't look. That didn't
really
look like a fight.
Really, because Virgil got hit in that fight.
Yeah,
quite a lot.
I want to say in maybe like 2 or 3 rounds, but like I'll be real. For most of that fight, I just saw Madrimov breakdancing. I don't know what that was, bro.
Madrimov is annoying to fight, bro.
I'm not
I was
say
just like, you want
to. But I will say that it didn't look, it didn't look like he was really struggling.
It's good on paper too, as well too. Can't lie.
It's good on paper, but I've kind of said this about some of Virgil's wins. Like that win in particular, I was like, a lot of people are just gonna say that because of the Crawford fight, but Crawford was like 38 years old, coming up to the weight class for the first time, and it was inactive. And I feel like that's more of an indictment on Madrimov than Crawford, because it's like, if you're a champion that's supposed to be like the top of the division, you should be handling a guy like that better.
Now, for what I remember about the fight, when I saw Virgil Ortiz's face, it looked like a rough fight for Virgil. More for Madrimov, obviously, but I don't think Virgil had a great time fighting that guy.
He didn't. He was uncomfortable, but he adjusted. He said, if you look late, not late, maybe towards round 7, Virgil started boxing, bro. He doesn't do that for real. He started boxing behind his jab. I've never seen him really do that. So,
No, I
like,
saw that a bit in the what's it
and the
called fight, the
Boachuk
fight
fight,
he,
yeah, okay,
yeah,
but that's because he felt like he had to. So, I mean, that's not bad. But he did it for more rounds in this fight. So, in the
quiet
Boachuk
as
fight,
kept.
he did it in spots.
Virgil got more dimensions to his game than Boots. People just don't want. He was just not ready for that conversation.
Y'all see Boots trying to fight. He looking for anybody to fight, bro. He about to fight Blair Cobbs, bro. That Blair
I don't
Cobbs
think
fight
so.
coming.
That would be embarrassing.
That Blair fight's coming. I'm telling you.
I think he'll fight, homie from Angola before
I just love it, man.
Angola. My bad.
All the Crawford disrespect for almost like 3 years, and just for this, like, you dumbass fans. How do you guys not see this shit? I just don't know. I just don't fucking know. Is it the marketing? Like, what is it that fools
I mean, look,
people?
look, look. At the time, I think when Virgil and Ennis were there, it was a really exciting time for welterweight. It looked like a super stacked division, and a lot of people really wanted those guys to go in and get their shots at the fighters like Spence and Crawford. The problem is that they forget that those dudes were really young at that point, and there's no universe where you put your prospect to face a pound for pound fighter for their first acid test. That's just never gonna happen.
No, never.
It was just an unrealistic demand from both guys, to be honest.
But here today, Boots is still acting like a weirdo, bro. He was on a good path. Like, he just got the title unification. I'm thinking, well, actually, to be fair, he doesn't necessarily have to fight for a world title when coming up in weight. That's just what we expect because of Crawford. But not
No, no,
everybody
no,
is
no,
Terrence
no, no, no,
Crawford,
no.
bro.
Stop
Not
it. Stop
everybody's
it.
Terrence
If you're
Crawford.
a lineal champion, at best you should have one fight. At best there should be one fight. But
Yeah,
in
it should be
reality,
one
you
tune-up
should be
fight.
going ideally, you should be going into a world championship fight your first fight. I don't think that's a crazy statement to say.
Yeah. Hey, even Usyk, when he moved up, it wasn't
Yes,
immediately.
to fucking heavyweight. Whoa, let's calm down
Yeah.
for a minute.
Yeah.
He didn't move up 7 pounds to go to his next weight class. He moved up to a weight class where a
That is
guy
true.
just walked in and
That's
said,
a good
"Hey,
point. That's a good
I'm
point.
20 pounds heavier than you today, bro. You just gonna have to handle that."
That's a good point. If anything, late, man, let's let him see. Let him get one tune-up fight, then we'll see from there.
Yeah,
I don't know.
look, I understand that they didn't want to fight Terrence Crawford because it was too much of it was a tall task, to say the least. But waiting for fucking Spence, it was foolish. Because Spence was never going to fight either of those guys.
Exactly,
Oh
Leo.
yeah,
That was the point.
no, definitely not.
Yeah, that was, at that moment, it shouldn't be better to move up. Maybe pursue a fight against Charlo. Maybe Charlo at that time would have gave him the time of day to fight them. But waiting for Spence, because that's what they were doing. That was the
No,
reason
it wasn't. No, it wasn't, Leo. You're thinking something else. What they were doing, and what they probably thought, and it's what we all thought until it actually happened, is they probably thought, look, this fight between Crawford and Spence will never happen. Spence is big as shit. He's getting drunk all the time. He's probably gonna move up eventually. So we just have to keep our positions. And then what's gonna happen? A belt drops in Virgil's lap, a belt drops in Ennis's lap, and we don't even gotta fight Crawford. We champions now. So we can move up after that.
You're right.
Yeah, like the other, like just one of the fallacies of postmodern boxing is some of y'all gonna be too young to remember this, but if it was a guy and he was the guy, he was the dangerous guy. He's the dangerous guy. Evander Holyfield is the poster child for how a lot of boxers used to be, in the sense that he saw Mike, and I don't give a fuck what y'all talking about. I don't give a fuck. I can beat him. And a lot of boxers had that attitude that, bro, if he's the man, I can beat him. They want it. A guy's the man now, guys want to fight Canelo for the money, not even because they think they could beat him, but for the money. But with Crawford, y'all was talking about Crawford, and it hit me to, like, they didn't really want that dude, dog. None of them did. Jaron Ennis didn't want Crawford. Virgil didn't want Crawford. Even Errol didn't really want Crawford. He didn't really want him, you know? And that's how it is now. You got Carlos Adames and Yanni Beck. What is this, though? Like, Carlos, are you out of your fucking mind, bro? What is your plan, bro? That Yanni Beck fight is all you got. What are you going to do?
How old is Carlos now? He's got to be at least
I don't
40.
even fucking know.
32, 33.
Really?
What is the plan for a guy like
Cat.
What is the plan for a guy? Like, what are you even doing, Carlos? If you don't fight this guy, then what are you doing? Like, what is the plan?
He doesn't know.
He goes on Twitter crying.
He
all
really
the time.
doesn't know.
He goes on Twitter crying.
It's
Look,
just
31.
It feels like
Well, that nigga at
some
least
of these
35.
fighters they expect that when, let's say, for example, Carlos Adames versus Gianni Eubank. Okay, maybe I don't want the fight right now for the money they are giving to me, but I hope that if I keep fighting and I keep winning, the next offer gonna be better and better, and then I'm gonna cash out and I'm gonna get more money. That is what they expect. I don't know if it works like that really. I don't know if you're gonna get more money for that fight. I don't know if that fight is really gonna happen, because you're not gonna get no money for a Lara fight. Even if
None.
that fight happens, nobody's gonna offer you not money for that fight.
nobody.
I don't think even Turkey cares about that fight.
No one
I don't
on
think even
earth, bro. No one that ever lived and ever will live gives a flying fuck about that fight. No
Yeah.
one.
And maybe this is a real big maybe. Turkey maybe in the maybe next year will try to make that fight for a decent amount of money, but maybe Janibek moves up, and then there goes your chance, because there is no fucking names in middleweight. Nobody's gonna offer you no money for a unification.
It's like an infection to where all the other guys outside of the American landscape, because it really affects this landscape, not exclusive to Americans, but fighters who are based out of America, that these guys just don't want to do their job. If you really had to surmise it in one sentence, they don't want to do their job. That's all it really is. Because you look at the other scenes and other things that are happening elsewhere, and it's normal. You know, guys want to fight other guys. They want to establish themselves as the best. It sounds cheesy and traditional, but this is what keeps the machine going. The reason it's stagnant here is, none of these dudes want to do this job, bro. Jared Anderson pulls out on Jarrell Miller. Teofimo may sit out the rest of the year. Keyshawn has not trained in 2 months, and his last fight fell through because he missed the weight. It's a joke. Like, these dudes don't want to do their job.
Yeah,
No, they don't.
look, I don't want to sound fucked up for what I see from the Americans. It's on brand. You say it yourself. Boxing is a perfect microcosm for life. In the case of an American boxer, making 1 million per fight is not enough.
Nope.
Making 2 million for fights is not enough. Facing a champion for nothing is enough.
Never.
You have to rig the system in some way. You have to catch out. It has to be some kind of a crypto coin scam
A come
for
up.
you to be certified.
Yes, yes, because that is the American perspective on box. That they treat it like it's a come up, basically. Like it has to be some sort of a scam or a ruse or a okey doke. It can't just be what it is. That no, you're a fighter. You fight for a living. Prove that you are better than this fighter. If you can, better things will come. They don't want to do that anymore.
Yeah, and being good at your job is not enough.
But yeah, they don't want to be good at the job. That it's ridiculous, but that is where it is. And that we got there's a lot of fights theoretically that you could make. Theoretically, not a single one of them are happening. And this is with the involvement of I don't know, a billionaire, a trillionaire that's throwing all this money at fighters, and even that is not enough to get these guys to do their job. Even that. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, maybe it was the Floyd Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao that warped everyone's mind in the boxing industry. that massive cash up that nobody really paid for that. I'm talking about the boxers. That for that money, that should have been a war, and it wasn't. It was a chess match. Both of those guys. It wasn't, for example, like Mike Tyson versus Evander Holyfield.
Nope.
It wasn't like Mike Tyson versus Lennox Lewis. It wasn't even Joshua versus Vladimir Klitschko. It was a chess match. Everyone kept smiling after the fight. We're like, dude, we did our jobs, quote unquote. We won a fuck ton of money, and now we're gonna go home.
Yeah,
that's it.
The average fight before was better than that. That was just so damaging and sent the wrong message to so many people. They're like they're cheesing afterwards, like they basically gamed the system. You know, in some ways they did, but it set a bad precedent moving forward. Because it's like, the average fight that you saw before that era was way better than that. This was so, and it took me 2 to 3 years to finally admit that, like, that shit was ass for what it was made out to be. It was ass for what it was made out to be. I'm gonna go to sleep on that fucking shit.
Yeah.
I'll see you guys on the next one.
Is
Is there any boxing this weekend?
I don't think so.
Hold on, I'll tell you. Boxing shoot.
Country was talking about a boxing match in Zimbabwe or something.
There's one tomorrow in Benghazi, Libya, I believe.
Oh, for God's sake! How the fuck would I even watch that, country?
It's on DAZN. It's Ramirez versus Papillon, the WBA light heavyweight eliminator.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'll go live for that.
Then,
I don't even know.
And then
fucking
the only other thing
Libya? Libya?
Benghazi, yeah. What? And it's on at 1:00 though.
What even the fuck, bro?
1:00 tomorrow. And then the only other thing is on Boxing TV is Farmer versus Romaine at 4 p.m. on Saturday.
What, Tevin Farmer?
It just says Farmer. Let me double check. Hold on.
Wasn't Tevin retired?
No, Nimble Farmer versus Gandhi Romaine, whoever that is.
I gotta go live for that. I can't miss that. You crazy?
It's on Saturday the 9th at 4 p.m. That's it. On Boxing TV.
Holy fuck, man. The schedule is dry.
Yeah, we are hurting. And then we don't get nothing else until the 13th of August.
Well, I'll tell you what. I know that next weekend, there's a decent little card on Friday that I'm gonna go live for, and obviously on Saturday I'm gonna go live for White versus Italma. But yeah, August is a shit. August is a shit show, man.
On Friday before next Saturday, that show you're talking about, they got Yakubov versus Foster 3 on Friday at 2:30.
Yeah, I'll go live for that.
I'll
see y'all on the next one, man.
All right, man. Have a good one.
Okay, nos vemos.